What's going on, guys? Captain Papi here. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a great deal and we would really appreciate it. Now on with the episode.
Well, if the viewers want to know.
Hey, yo, hey, yo.
Hey, that's the OnlyFans content.
Yeah, that's the GGP. That's the after hours content, bro. They already got the post show.
18 plus hours.
That's what I'm saying. That's the new channel coming soon. GGP 18 plus.
Yeah, it's not on YouTube though. It's on another website.
Yeah, it's on. Don't want to mention it though. You know what I'm saying? Keep that on the low.
Oh man,
it's on the GitHub.
It's on the GitHub. Man's gonna like open up his fucking Python launcher. Man, gonna download the GGP 18 plus content. Somebody will do it.
Yeah, someone be pushing and pulling on that.
Oh god.
Finna make me commit. Hold on.
Jesus.
Bruh.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 44 of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. We are back once again. So much to talk about this week. So without further ado, I'm with the general suspects. You got Big Man, you got Young Flem, and you got Broski, and then myself as well. Once again, we here Global JP, lots and lots of content. That's recently come out, so we'll just hop right into it. Global, what the fuck is going on? What is happening?
The thing is I saw you post that in the episode thing, and like, what do you mean by that? Do you mean like what is happening in terms of like, is there anything going on, or as in like the structure of releases? Like, what do you mean by that specifically?
What I mean by that is I want to first preface, yes, we have received like 80% of the questions you guys asked this week. Or this episode was to do with Global, so we're going to be talking about Global for a bit. So, what is going on with Global right now? We're in a situation at the moment when it comes to Global. We're having global shafts. We're having no content for long periods of time. We're having lots of content come out all at the same time. We have a random ass 10.2.2 maintenance, which, you know, we have the Whirlpool event coming out before the Candy Slider update comes out. We're having out-of-order legends. We're having out-of-order treasure maps. What is going on? The scheduling is cooked. That's basically it. Though, go hit it.
We have to say though, well, at least I have to say that this 10.2.2 update might actually be one of the best updates of all time because they got rid of the Android lag.
Android lag is fixed, ladies and gentlemen.
Bruh.
6 months. 6 months. I feel like I'm playing a new game. I feel like I'm playing a brand new gacha game.
It's so snappy.
It feels a whole new world, dude. Oh my days. Finally, dude. Like, I'm gassed. I was so gassed. When I read that message and somebody said the Android lag might be fixed, I was at dinner. I was like, I gotta log on. I gotta see what's bracket. Oh shit, it's fixed. Smooth as butter. Smooth like my brain. The game runs smoothly. 10.2 is crazy. Also, what we didn't realize about 10.2.2, they also they removed the damage cap. That got removed in this update too.
Oh, okay.
So the That's HP cool. and damage cap got removed. So you can now Kizuna bosses will now just go up to obscene amounts of HP, similar to JP as well. So that got snuck in there as well, which is pretty exciting. But along with the 10.2.2 update, we got the V2 Kaido and Zorojuro Sugofest.
Yes, we did.
Show of hands, who did pulls?
Yeah,
not me.
Bill did.
That's Cap Flame. I saw your 38-second video. You piece of trash.
Bro, that was nuts.
I did.
No, he edited it. Did you see? At the first 5 seconds, there's a cut.
Oh, get called out. Exposed. I also did AIDS. I also did pulls as well. So we all know Flame.
Of course you did.
I fucked it. We all know Flame. One multi in a dream, and a dream did fucking come true.
Yeah, man, that was tight, bro. I want a Kaido.
So you got Man Zoro and Yukimaru in the same multi, so that was actually pretty fantastic, all things considered. Todd, how did you go, my friend?
Yeah, not too bad. I did 6, but luckily enough on the 5th, I did actually get Zorojuro, which was pretty hype.
Ooh,
I did
tight.
get the other 2 rare recruits, and
Nice.
I got them on the 5th, and I was like, the 6 multis are a limited pool, so I'll give it a shot, see if I
Yep.
can get Kaido. Didn't work out, but got 2 copies of Kaido versus Big Mom along the way.
Oh,
Love to see it.
Pog. Awesome.
Was your
yeah.
Zoro extended?
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
mine wasn't. Oh, also because I was getting a lot of questions about this. I'm pretty sure, and I asked Knight, starting this banner going forward, I think the debut legends won't have ink effects when you pull them.
Yeah.
That's really stupid because I feel like that's like more of an incentive to pull on their debut part,
Mm-hmm. It's very true.
But either way.
It is
Either
what
way.
it is. I did 5. It
Yes.
was not looking too pretty, and then Kaido popped up, so I actually walked away with Kaido.
Oh,
I walked away with Kaido
Yes, sir.
and Kamazo. So I was, overall,
Oh, that was a big W.
yeah, overall I was pretty happy. I was like, nah, I don't want to do any pulls, man. And then all my I was like out with friends like as a birthday thing, and they're all just like, nah, fuck, because none of them play, but all of them love watching pulls, as it usually is, right? It's not their money, you know what I mean? And then I passed the phone around. I passed my phone around, and everyone did a multi. Trash. I did the multi on the 5th multi. Bang! Give me Kaido. Give me Kamazo. Walk out. So I was pretty.
Wicked.
Were you screaming?
No, I was
Screaming at the pub like.
bro. The thing is that it was like there was like a footy game on or something like that too. So it was mad people. And I was sitting there, I was like, yes, 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 doing that quiet, getting hella hyped up. But it is what it is. I'm pretty gassed though. What do you guys think of the banner overall though? We have 2 times legend rate banner. On part 1 is a total of 30 reds, and on part 2 and 3 is a total of 15 reds. Part 2 and 3 I believe will come out later. I think
It's every 2 days there'll be a new part.
So what do you guys think overall in terms of the Kaido and Zorojuro banner?
It's alright. Part 1's pretty bad though, but I mean we got lucky. But I think overall, if you really want to get Zoro or Kaido, just wait for part 2 and 3.
Correct.
But then again, there's also the other thing you can think about is if you really want to get them, you could wait for the treasure map Suga as well.
Could be even better for sure.
That.
There's
Because
definitely
the treasure map units coming out, that's really good ones.
Yeah. I totally agree there.
That.
There is I think the big positive for this banner is it was a 2 times legend rate, which is it is what it is at this point, right? But I think the other positive part was the return of discount multis and the return of 1 gem multis. Doing 5 multis was 181 gems again, which felt relieving to say the least.
Yeah,
it's not
that's really good actually.
You know what I mean? It's not like it's still an investment, of course, but it's not necessarily like one of those hefty investments, pulling over to JP side where every bloody multi now is just a 50 gem multi, and you just pray to the gods, I suppose. But I think overall, the banner was pretty decent. I think I like the structure of having, if you're gonna have this double legend release, having let's say Kaido and Zoro on part 1, but having obviously more reds. But then on part 2 and 3, halving that pool, but only having 1 pullable on either part, I feel is definitely it's such a way better approach. I think 15 reds for the debuting legends on either banner is actually pretty good in my opinion. So
15 reds on 10% chance is really good.
Yeah, exactly right. That's crazy actually. So it's 1.5% per red pretty much at that point then? No, not at all actually. It's 0.75.
No.
I'm dumb. I think it's 0.75.
It's 0.6. I think it's 0.66.
There you go. Don't listen.
But it's still really good though, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean on the 30 red one, it's 0.333. So 0.666. Shout out to the devil. Actually, you know what? Don't shout out to the devil. Fuck that guy.
No, let's not.
Taking my damn gems too. But moving on from that. All right, we had so many units come out. We have so much shit going on with the global version. We have a double arena release of Arena Brook and Arena Drake. They're going to be released, I think, at the same time or close to the same time or within the same period. I don't know, but it's a lot.
They are. They're both here at the same time, I think.
That's a lot. If you guys were asking for content, well, here it is.
Right?
Here it bloody is, you know what I mean? here's your content. You're gonna have 2 arenas. You're gonna have a Luffy Taro, like the raid is coming out too. We're gonna have 2 free-to-play Pirate Rumble units, 2 rare recruit Pirate Rumble units. My days, there's so much coming out right now. So
Yeah.
and bloody Legend Enel snuck his way in there. God knows how he did
he's in
that.
there somewhere.
But a lot of content coming out for global. Just like it's gonna get really stacked up at the moment.
Oh, man, it's actually pretty insane because like they're just trying to stack like all that Roger Odin stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, because like Arena Drake came out with Roger Odin, and then there's the Pirate Rumble lore as well.
Yep, that came out.
He came out around that same time, I think. Yeah, as you said, Luffy Taro as well, the raid. So they're just trying to pump all that stuff. The only thing that like people have the question about is the Kizuna clashes and the treasure maps. Like how are they actually going to structure that? I'm not really too sure.
I mean, I honestly have been thinking about it. I'm scared that we might be getting a double TM month again. Like 2 TMs basically back to back. Knight's favorite time of the month.
Back.
Let's go.
Bro, just global.
Just have both the TMs up at the same time. Imagine.
Oh my! I'll quit.
No.
I'll quit. On God, I'm out. If that happens, I'm done, bro. Hell no. Nah. You ain't doing that. Absolutely not, sir. There's no way. But it's gonna be interesting. Like I don't know what they're gonna like. I mean, like I guess on one hand, it's nice to know like everything's kind of there. They weren't just gonna skip all this like Roger and Odin stuff. But at the same time, like it's not really much of an excuse for them to not like. They could have as easily just done a rerun of a Super Sugo banner for Roger and Odin for this month, released all their content, and then like at the end or mid to end June, for example, they could have done Kaido and Zoro, and then they would have been set up perfectly for French Annie end of July, start of August for Ace and Akainu.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were expecting. A lot of people were expecting that rerun Sugo, but
I would have. I mean, like I don't know. I would have liked it. I would have preferred a rerun Sugo for sure.
Another rerun of Roger and Odin. Everyone loves that.
I'd prefer that over like getting like 30 bits of content just all coming out at the same time. Like, I don't know. That's just me, I suppose, though.
Yeah, like, it's nice, but, like, I don't get, like, why they just couldn't give us that, like, within the last 3 weeks, like, some portions of it when there was nothing to do.
I mean, exactly.
Instead of just getting it all of us in the same week.
That is the most annoying part.
All right. If someone needs to tame Knight, right? You're talking.
It is the worst, though, because there's too many situations where we have, like, nothing for ages, and then they just, like, drop everything at once, and it's really poor.
It's the same thing.
I guess that's where like a lot of the global players quote unquote concern is at the moment, in the sense that like it I don't know, like I still fail to see where the justification for the lack of content was for the Korean merger. I still fail to see like what they did or what did they do. Like, and
I don't know.
Simultaneously 10.2.2 comes out. And they could have just as easily done 10.3 and added all these updates they did to 10.3. The only thing that would have justified 10.2.2 would have been a global first unit. But there's no sign of that after we've got the character like unit download. So like
it is pretty weird because like understand. This is supposed to be like this event period's supposed to be around the Korean anniversary.
Exactly right. End of May, I believe everyone's saying. Like, this is Korean anime,
yeah, so essentially. There was a post that someone showed me on the subreddit, and it was from, like, literally, like, May 24th or May 25th, around this time, which is when they said, like, the Korean version of the game went live. So, yeah, this is supposed to be the Korean, like, anniversary Sugofest, but it's basically not titled that. So, it's weird. It's weird.
When did they start titling French anniversary Sugofest? Was it from the very beginning of when the French anniversary dropped, or was it after some time?
I remember Luffy Ace was always titled French Anniversary.
That's what I remember as being the first.
I can't remember the year before that, though.
I don't know.
I'm not too sure. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, I remember Luffy Ace was like the first one I remember.
I recall that like heavy, like, because that was crazy when they dropped and stuff too. So, I don't know. It's going to be, I don't know how to feel, man. Like, there's like content to farm or content to play, fantastic. Like, always a always a pleasure to have someone to actually do in the game, you know. On the contrary, releasing, you know, having this many units in the download and essentially like conglomerating together 2 separate events more or less into one kind of thing does not sit right with me. Like, it's just so much, like, it's just so much content. I fail to see any reasoning behind or like any necessity to organize it like this, because you could have just as easily, like, you know, like Flame said, release it in separate time.
Yeah. The only reason as to why I feel they would ever do this would be, now strap yourselves in.
All right,
if they were
hat theory time. Let's go.
If they were going to catch us up to Japan.
Oh, don't start talking like that, please.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the chances of that happening are very low, but I would say
Correct.
if we get another month where they, like, try and
this,
speed up,
it's going to be...
then there's a good shot that it'll happen.
I would agree. I sadly have to agree with you. And, like, is that a bad thing? Like, probably, because ranking will be... I mean, fucking... You got Knight over there sweating his ass off already. Like, you know, it's like, first of all, ranking will be a bitch in itself, but... It's just like Sugofest.
And another thing is like, yeah, because there's a discrepancy in Sugofest between the 2 versions. So, yeah, like the thing is, if they did catch us up, would they just merge the 2 versions, or would it just be like 2 different versions but on the same timeline?
But
I don't know.
We would get gem sales. Better ones at least than what we're receiving at the moment.
Nice.
Like, I hate to agree with you, but like, I've been seeing a lot of talk about like people are speculating, and obviously when the community speculates, it's always stupid. But
yes.
But it's just kind of, it's very concerning because we had like this like pretty much since January a drought of content. They merged the Korean version, which we're gonna run with that as being the excuse for the lack of content, right? But then, as soon as, like, okay, all that kind of stuff's done, end of May, 2 separate Legend batches, one being a Pirate Rumble exclusive. You got 2 free-to-play Pirate Rumble units, which we don't know how they're going to be organized yet, but obviously one and then the next one. But at least both of them are in the game now. Like a new raid unit that came with the previous batch. You have 2 arena units that'll come out at the exact same time, which is a lot of farming, mind you. And like, other events too. Like, it's a lot of content coming out all at the same time.
Yeah, that one about the free to play Rumble units. I don't know how they're gonna do that. Like, are they gonna do 2 separate seasons in 1 month, or are they gonna do like for blocks A to C, you get 1 unit and then you get the other one in championship, or are they just gonna be like, oh, you just get 2 units throughout the whole
championship
block or something?
like from when we're recording this, championship finishes in what, like 2 or 3 days, I believe. So we'll
like, it's like 2 days and like, and it's nearly 3 days. Yeah,
2 days and some change. So like, I feel like obviously we'll find out when that comes. But I think the one with the Kaido and Zoro release was Lucy, right? Or like, that was the free to play one. And then after that, it was Hawkins with
Rodin.
Roger.
but then shouldn't, in theory, Hawkins come out first though?
Yes.
But he won't. I feel like he won't, though.
Theoretically. What does that Lucy do? Is he even good?
Don't think so.
He's horrible.
Yeah, I don't think he's good. He's not even good like as a unit either, or Pirate Rumble unit. That lore is really good. Like, you know, like the only positive I get from this is that they probably will release Legend Enel and Lore and Toy Soldier and Rebecca all at the same time. And that lore is pretty good for like slasher teams and just for like as a bench unit. Toy Soldier and Rebecca are really good for Psy. Obviously, Legend Enel is actually a pretty decent unit. But unfortunately, Psy gets fucked on.
The Lucy's actually pretty good.
Oh,
the Lucy's actually pretty good.
What does he do?
He's not bad.
What does he do?
Oh, he's just like, he boosts orbs for all characters, and then after 2 turns have passed, he boosts attack of all characters by 1.75.
That's alright, actually.
Like, yeah, you can, like, he's niche, but you can use him.
You can use him.
Either way. I didn't read what he did in PvP, though.
I think in PvP, he's very mid. I believe so.
You know, the quick meta is going to start coming in soon.
That's it, right? So, like, unfortunately, it's pretty easy to skip Legend Enel, which is so sad, but It's a pretty
Yeah,
it's a
NL
pretty-
is such a cool character, but you're right. He's not a character you actually
you
need.
don't need him. Like it's unfortunate,
But
but
the
you
thing
don't
is,
need
though,
him.
is because of the fact that they're released alongside the Rebecca and Toy Soldier, and if they're gonna have lore in the banner as well,
It becomes a
it
lot
does
more
make
worth it.
NL more
100%
enticing.
worth it.
That's for sure.
But
Yeah.
I would suggest if when the banner comes out, it's going to be out for a month, and hopefully we have
True.
Ace Akainu news or like French Annie news at least before the banner releases, or like at least like if they drop at the same time, you can pull an Ace Akainu if you get lucky there, and then you can jump over to the PvP banner because I feel like Ace Akainu is just way more necessary or way more
Man,
important
I'd love
to
to
have.
just have NL for his like support effect.
Oh yeah, big time. He's a really good unit.
Literally.
It's a shame that they'd shaft
Yeah.
him without super type either. I had to double check because I was like looking. I was like, oh, what's his super type? And I just realized he just doesn't have one.
No, he doesn't have one.
And I was like, what the a regular unit in Treasure Cruise? There's no way.
He's really good though.
Exactly right. Like he's a very good PvP
Yeah.
unit. Toy Soldier and Rebecca are actually really good as a PvP unit as well. The lore is pretty good as well. So like that banner is gonna be a really nice banner to pull it, and they could spice it up and add some like pretty decent legends in that pool too. So they'll probably have Germa most likely
Wano
to
lore.
Wano lore. So a lot of Psy units. Fuck it, make a super type super Sugo banner. Add Roger to the banner too.
Oh jeez.
Let's go crazy.
Man, I'd actually love to use NL in PvP because like he actually looks really good.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Damn.
the thing is, like, NL will have a good period of time now, whilst all the quick units are coming out. Like he'll see a lot of play, but as soon as like TM Queen drops and Ace Akainu drops, like it's over. Like because you can run a team like Kaido, Ace Akainu, TM Queen, Raid Bellamy, and like Raid Ivankov. And that team will probably that'll do mad bits just to start off with alone. So like as soon as they drop, Enel's already like he's lost it, which sucks, but it's like it is what it is.
Rip.
What do you guys think? Is there anything else to
Global
make?
first nerf.
No.
Oh, we're gonna get
Shut up, bro. I don't want.
If anything, they need to do more buffs to units.
They need to buff like strength. They really need to buff strength, either by releasing a something for strength, or like just outright buffing a bunch of strength units. Like that'd be what I'd prefer. At least shake up the meta a little bit, or buff like not even a color, buff some classes too. Like why not? Like actually make PvP a lot more like interesting. Cause right now PvP fucking sucks. PvP is so shit. Oh well. We can go from there. Anything else about Global, gentlemen, or we good to go from poor old Global?
Yeah, it's just about waiting to see what the structures of the event's going to be like. That's just what we need to see.
Exactly right. So
I'm calling Moria, Blackbeard, French Annie. Let's go.
No. Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
It's a kind of way so. Why they out?
I've seen some people with some pretty crazy theories, like have Moria, Blackbeard, and Ace Akainu in like 1 month, and then French Annie would be the 7th Anni Legends.
No, they won't do
in
that.
some way.
No, they won't do
like,
that.
That would be pretty sick if they did do that, but I don't see it happening.
What happened to Magellan and Bonnie and Capone?
What about them?
Aren't they before?
Send him to the realm. Send him to the fucking realm.
I mean, yeah, you are right. Yeah,
we don't go to the realm though. That's where Kuma is.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, he's never coming out.
What's the lowest level of Impel down again? He's below that. That's where he's sitting.
Below
right
level
now.
6.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Look, man, if we get like 2 legends in 1 month, I'll believe. Like I'll start to believe more and more that that a merge is in the cards. I would believe if we got fucking like Moria, Blackbeard, and Ace Akainu in the same month. Fuck, man. I don't know. I'd believe that. I'd see that being that a merge is definitely in the cards for sure.
Sheesh.
Sheesh indeed. All right, JP. Speaking about sheesh, fuck man, JP is fuck. What is going on?
popping the hell
This
off,
episode
dude.
is
Holy
just
shit.
what is going on with Treasure Cruise right now? Like, there's so much happening. So we'll leave the we'll talk about the Pirate Alliance stuff first, and then we'll get into all the legends and such. So Pirate Alliance Kizuna Clash versus the Kuja Pirates. Oh baby, we have an in-game version now, essentially, of what is it called? I forgot what they call it. Kizuna Co-op Kizuna, essentially. So it's via the Alliance system. It actually is really cool. There's a lot of ranking things, a lot of like new icons, and a lot of like it looks like it's actually been very well made and organized and stuff. Speaking on it though, Knight, how's your team doing in the current Kizuna Clash?
I think the alliance is like 1 point something %.
Ooh.
And then I think our rank was like in the 200s right now. Last time I looked at it.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. So that'll put you in the S3 to S1 tier. So just the tier below the S3 tier. So they have a really cool system in place now where, so in the previous ones it was S rank, A, B, C, D, E, and then like no rank, I believe it is. And then if you got into top 10, you were given like a place, but you didn't really get anything for being in top 10. Now what they're doing is they have E rank is like every rank is split up into 1 to 3. But then for S rank, you have rank 1 gets this really cool like rainbow badge, rank 2, and then rank 3 to 10. So there's 3 separate badges there, and every other rank has a badge corresponding to it. S rank is top 10%, and then that's split up into 10%, 7%, 3%, and then obviously rank 10 to 3, rank 2, then first place. So pretty neat little ranking system there. But what is even neater is the new Super Boss system. Ooh.
I love that. That's really cool.
Super Boss system. It's pretty freaking sick. So I believe the Super Boss starts with 1 billion HP as the initial starting point, which I think is fucking crazy, but like at the same time it makes sense why. So the way the Super Boss works is the Super Boss shares the HP, and then everyone in the team is able to attack it pretty much at the same time. So if I was to do like 600 million damage, Flame could clean it up, do another 400 mil, and then would defeat the Super Boss there. They have stated though that if 2 people kill the Super Boss at the same time, I think it'll go down to like 1 HP or go down to like 10,000 HP or whatever. So you have to kind of, in a way, you have to organize it so only one person is killing it, or like one person is finishing it off, so you don't like waste the Super Boss tokens. So
you just go ahead and use you get it under 1 HP, then you can use your double buggy.
Oh shit! Hold on, that might be the move there. So I think from the Super Boss you get Super Boss tickets. Is it, or is it? I think Super Boss tickets are used for something else, but so the way that it works,
it's only regular tickets.
It's only regular. I don't know why I wrote Super Boss tickets here. I'm stupid. Don't worry. So the way that it works is, so to challenge the Super Boss itself, you have to get these specific coins. You require 30 coins to challenge Super Boss, and you receive 10 coins from each regular clear. This does not scale. So if you clear level 1 of Kizuna, you get 10 coins. You clear up to level 3, you get 30 coins. With those 30 coins, you can challenge the Super Boss. And it also has a pretty neat system where once the Super Boss is defeated, it'll mention who defeated it and then who was like the MVP, as in who ended up doing the most damage. So that whole system is pretty cool. So essentially, it's just a harder version of the regular boss, which in itself is just more content to farm. It adds a lot to your score. So the more Super Boss clears you can do, obviously the higher your score will be. And I take it back, actually. The only way you can gain more Super Boss tokens is by, if you have Ace and Sabo. They'll give you 1.4 times Super Boss tokens, coins as well. So, there's an incentive to have them there. But the difficulty of the runs and strengths. Go for it.
I assume you don't get Super Boss tokens by clearing assists, right?
No. Only from clearing regular game. I'm like 99% sure, but I'm sure Knight can back us up there if need be. But yeah, so the way that it essentially just works, like any regular Kizuna, assists are there, you can help your friends out, all that kind of stuff. But so there are missions again for clears and assists. I believe it's like a 300 of each again. So that's obviously
Cool.
pretty good. There's lots of nice goodies there. There's also a bunch of ranking rewards. So there's rewards for your individual rank in the alliance. There's rewards for your alliance rank, and there's also another set of rewards on top of that too. And then bounty is acquired. You can get a bunch of different bounty amounts based upon those rankings as well. So like, you know, they're really trying to slide in this whole idea of like the higher you rank, the more bounty you get. So it's more of a show off system now than usual there. But I mean, it's just a regular Kizuna for the most part, but it has a bunch, like, and I mean like a ton. There's a lot of rewards in this as well. Lots of gems available, lots of tickets available. Like it seems like it's just a pretty good event, and everything's integrated within the game now, so you can see your rank update in real time, I believe. And
That's
you know,
cool.
you can like it's all part of like in the game, so it's not like a separate website anymore, which is probably why we didn't have a co-op Kizuna for a long time, because they're probably developing
Yeah, that makes sense.
this whole system, because now it's in the game. It's like it's all integrated. But what I want to ask is, as you guys have probably seen now with this whole the Kizuna Super Boss and the Team Kizuna thing, do you guys think that every Kizuna from now on is going to be a Pirate Alliance Kizuna, or do you think it's just going to be regular Kizunas and then sometimes there'll be a Pirate Alliance Kizuna?
I think it'll be a sometimes thing, because like, maybe it depends. I feel like every time there's a new character you can farm for, there should be a super boss. Because if there's two Kizunas and it's like the same boss, which we've had in the past, I don't really think they'll do like another super boss for that.
Yeah.
But then again, like there have been lots of Kizunas recently where like they haven't done the same boss over and over again.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's hard to say.
I feel like
I hope they do it more often.
I feel like it's because like it seems like it's a lot of work and it's a lot of rewards and like, and obviously it's a lot of like incentive for people to spend money, because obviously having Ace and Sabo, you're gonna run through this. I think Knight, you posted a all variations team, right? Like that's crazy for a co-op Kizuna style thing. So like I don't see them doing it every time, but I definitely do see them hopefully at least like way more often.
Are the rewards even good?
I mean, there's three sets of rewards, but like it's like the individual rewards. Rank 1, it's like I think it's 30 gems and 2 red tickets, and then obviously it goes down from there.
For that being rank 1, that's kind of lame actually.
I think that's individual rank. So I think that's like individual rank in your alliance, I think it is. And then there's like another rank. There's another ranking one, which I don't know, that might be individual rank, like period. I think there might be like a ranking where it's like they rank you based upon your damage output too.
Isn't there something where you only get like 5 gems?
Yeah.
I think it's that might be the Kizuna rank, or that, I don't know, one of them. But like the gem rewards are very mid. I think the purpose of this event is more so the bounty rewards, which is kind of annoying to make that the crux of it, especially because like if you're gonna have a Kizuna exclusive unit come out for a Pirate Alliance thing, having a focus not be on gems is like, I mean, it's not a step forward per se, it's more a step to the side. I mean, bounty's the huge proponent here.
And also with having the new Kizuna exclusive unit, this Kizuna is also really how high is your last tap, because Knight showed me he was using like a level 2 or 3 last tap law. He did like 600 mil or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he had a friend captain level 5 law, and he jumped up to like 1.3 billion. So that's like a huge difference in your last tap.
And it's kind of frustrating too, right? Like how much, like, you know, like we talked about last week, like last episode, I believe, how like important the last tap is. Like, so it's a very pay to play at that too.
Shout out to the Reddit user that said last tap's not gonna make a difference.
Oh yeah, make a fucking big difference, bro.
Also, I don't know if this is listed here. No, it's not. But about Sugar with her new change to last tap.
What was
Yeah,
it?
Sugar's like the big component to that last tap
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, it's really big now because her attack order was like way different. But I think it's like just if your captain is a last tap or your friend
Oh
captain's a
shit!
last
Really? It's gonna
They'll always
prioritize
go
them
for
as
the-
That's fucked, bro.
Yeah.
That's so cooked. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
it's really
like
dope.
when I read the news last week, I thought that I read that Sugar will allow like the toys to have their last ability, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I didn't understand what that meant though, because I didn't really think about it too deep. Now you're saying that
Yeah.
that's cooked. That's so Sugar is so good at bro.
And Sugar works with all three of them.
Exactly, bro. Sugar's turning into like Bullet. Like every time something releases, she just gets a little
She just
better
gets
every
better.
time, you know? Like Bullet is
Yeah.
brazy. Bullet just stays winning all the
and
time,
Sugar,
you know?
Sugar works with Bullet too. So hey, they out here winning.
That's what I'm saying. But like that's crazy. If the Sugar toys readjust to have your friend captain or your captain be the last tap, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That makes her
Yeah,
so
that's how I
much
was
better.
getting the level 5 last tap because I use Sugar.
Yeah,
on my
that's
team.
right. I did see that screen. I think yeah.
Yeah.
But like also because like Sugar hits a like air quotes perfect as well. So like you're gonna be doing brazy like
Yeah, I remember
damage
seeing
too.
like someone post a screenshot of like their Sugar team and like the team doing like 1.5 billion damage. I'm like, how does that even work? Like, how do you even get last?
I think
level
Knight,
Sugar?
you
And-
posted something,
and-
right? I think you posted
Yeah, I
screenshots saying
did.
1.3
And then-
bill.
Yeah, and then yesterday I did 2.4 billion.
Shit.
Woo!
But like
and earlier today I did 3 billion.
oh my god.
This man out
yeah.
here.
Like
One
it's
Piece
kind
Treasure
of
Cruise in 2021.
yeah, 3 billion damage. That's not enough. Super Boss has
Yeah.
20 billion right now. We need to, but I think like I did forget to say the cool thing about I didn't mention that you can clean up, but like the cool thing is like the damage you do if you end up like you lose. Like obviously if you can't do a billion like in level 1, if you can't do a billion damage to beat it, you die. But the damage you do stays. Like I probably didn't like
Yeah.
mention that properly enough. So like you know, it's like obviously as the levels go on, you know, it's gonna get. I think Game with posted the scaling. I'll see if I can find it real quick while we're chatting. But like obviously as the time goes on, the damage for here it is. It starts at 1 bill, then at level 4 it goes to 1.5 bill, and then at level 50 it goes to 819 billion damage. So like.
Jesus.
So actually yeah it obviously it changes. So like at level 50, which is what Game With has, 942 billion damage for the super boss in terms of HP. Sorry, not damage. 942 billion HP. So like there is this
Nearly a
incentive.
trillion.
Yeah, almost a trillion damage. So like, you know, Knight saying 3 bill, we're like, whoa. But like if your team's able to like rack it up to like that kind of level, then you know everyone's gonna have to contribute big time. Like Knight's 3 billion damage would kill pretty much up to level, level 9 by himself, more or less. Level 9's like 3 billion and 59 million damage, and then after that, it's like you're gonna need like that whole point of like having the support of your teammates to continue to like take down this boss, because you do get a good amount of tickets, I believe, from it too. And you know, like it's always gonna be, and it's way more for your score as well. So the more super bosses you can kill, because I believe the is the Kizuna score still based upon the boss's HP? Like it was in previous Kizunas? Like Cold
Yeah, for
Kizunas?
sure.
Coins you get?
Like, is it based on the coins you get, or is it based upon the HP of the? Because I remember like the point system was based upon like the boss's HP. Every time you cleared an amount of HP, it would just add it to your score overall.
Oh, I haven't
that.
paid attention.
You remember that? Like it was like their individual scores. Like so, like
Yeah, I get
Todd
what you
had
mean.
100 million HP because he cleared up to level 90 something or whatever. So like it accumulated to that. Because like if that's how it still works, like 1 billion. That's like if you clear the super boss, that's 1 billion points. Bang, instantly placed on your score thing. I guess we'll see when the event's over what the scores are like, and then we'll probably be able to judge. You know how they did that there though. But hey, overall, I'm pretty satisfied with with how they approach this Pirate Alliance Kizuna. What do you guys think, though? Is there anything that you think they could have done better? They could have changed, or like anything you guys would implement?
Rewards are good. So long as the rewards are good, I'd be happy with it. Because like Code Kizuna is like one of the most fun things that we've had in the game in a while, and the fact that they removed it for such a long time, you know, it was such a pain. But at least they're bringing it back in a new way, and you know, as long as the rewards are good, I'll be happy.
I feel that
for sure.
I feel that.
Yeah. The only thing I don't really like too much is like compared to like the co-op Kizunas we played, where it was like, you know, just however much we got to play, that's where we ranked.
Yep.
This one is more based on the consistency of either you having level 5 last tap or consistently your whole team having friends with level 5 last tap.
Yep.
Because you're not going to hit those big thresholds without that.
Shout out Rye. Thank you. Dude, he'll be gone. He'll be gone for level 5 last tap. No, but I totally agree. Like, it does concern me because not only do you need last tap, but you also, you know, here's a great segue for you. Not only do you need last tap, but you know, it's also recommended you have the Kizuna exclusive legend Ace and Sabo dual unit. So like that unit's mad for this event too. You know what I mean? Like obviously it's gonna be mad for the event, but like they're pretty good, like to say the least. Like if you guys want to jump into Ace and Sabo, like let's, you know, anything else?
I can jump in.
All right, jump in, Knight. Where we jumping?
Well, first, I don't like them too much. Like they're a fucking rainbow captain, but
spicy.
They like boost 2 classes, like in their special. Like what?
Yeah.
Like what's the point of being a fucking rainbow captain if you boost classes? Like that's like Roger being a slasher free spirit booster for 3x. Like Roger would be dog shit if that was the case. But nah, I don't know, man. I don't like that.
One thing though, at least, is their switch effect is rainbow.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But like,
all right, let's
like you want to use the full kit.
I'd much rather use them as a sub.
Facts.
Yeah.
Big facts.
I mean, utility plus you know, their switch being rainbow is kind of nice. Anyways.
All right, let's hit it. All right, their dual form captain ability is attack 5x with matching orb, otherwise 4.5x, HP by 1.3. They treat quick and dex orbs as beneficial. They reduce 10 turns of despair and special seal on crew. At the end of the turn, heal 1 times the recovery. So 1 times the character's recovery by the number of perfects you hit that turn. Like Knight said, flat 5x Rainbow Captain, 4.5 times otherwise. They treat 2 orbs as beneficial, 10 turns of despair and special seal reduction. Like, damn. It's a very strong captain ability. If you put up against like Shanks Crew, for example, who's like pretty similar, like it's a better Shanks Crew for the most part, kinda. I don't know.
Give or take, yeah.
How do you guys feel about that captain ability though? Like, yeah, I know Knight was, you know, he was mentioning the rainbow, but it's very strong. You can't put that past it, but
yeah, it's busted.
Like despair and special seal, like both of them, like is kind of sick. But I mean, they have to be in dual form to benefit from special seal and despair. But I mean,
at least you can like have in their single form, you can have you know, one of each.
Yeah,
which is kind of nice.
So their single forms are basically more or less similar. One of them, Ace treats quick orbs as beneficial, and he removes 10 turns of despair. Whereas Sabo treats dex orbs as beneficial, and he removes 10 turns of special seal. I think that's the only differences there. So, you know, like Todd said, you can have one or the other. So you can kind of like play around with having, you know, either or. You can have like one of each up at the same time, so you remove both of them anyway. But I mean, like it's a very straight. I mean, like harping back onto what we were mentioning last episode about the Anni units. It's a very straightforward captain ability. You know, there's not much finagling to it. It's just here's an attack boost, here's an HP boost, beneficial orbs, and then we remove, you know, 2 debuffs and we recover. It's a very straightforward, like pretty easy to build for captain ability. But they're special though. This is what, this is pretty juicy here. Which is 5 turns of Bind, Despair, and Special Seal on crew. When Monkey D. Luffy is in your crew or is a support character on themselves, for 3 turns, boost the orbs of Free Spirit and Shooter characters by 2.5x. Otherwise, for 1 turn, boost Free Spirit and Shooter characters' orbs by 2.5x. Did I say 1.25 or did I say 2.5? I don't know what I said.
I appreciate the 2.5.
And then the chance block orbs. Bro, whoever wrote this, either I'm dyslexic or whoever wrote this.
Yeah, I know. They're pretty bad.
I'm sorry. I sound like I'm like, the chance orbs. Chance block orbs. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm dumb. Change block orbs to matching for crew. And then for 3 turns, they become Ace and Sabo. How do you guys feel about the special?
It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Changing block orbs is fine, but in the captain ability, they give you lots of slots. The switch effect, which we'll get to soon, gives you slots as well, which is kind of nice. But like as what Knight said, I do agree with what he said completely. The fact that it is annoying that he's a rainbow captain, but his special is for specific units. If it was the other way around, where his captain effect was
2.5 times orb boost, bro. Come on.
Oh boy, that'd be juicy.
I would have liked that actually. Honestly, if they were a Free Spirit Shooter captain instead, that'd be kind of sick.
Yeah, I feel like that would have worked out a lot better. But hey, it is what it is.
That'd be kind of sick actually. So go Flame.
Do we know if you have them as a sub and you're running like a Luffy captain, does it still apply? Their special ability?
I think so.
Yes. Pretty sure it does.
Yeah, I think it's when Luffy's in the crew, like, period, then it considers it. Or support on them.
Yeah, the thing is, though, is if there's a Luffy support on, like, your Ace Sabo, your friend Sabo Ace does not get that boost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
it's support is only for that unit, but if it's on the crew, it's for both.
That's why, ideally, you have to kind of shove in a... I mean, then again, all it does is it extends the orb boost. I mean, like, and obviously that's really good. 3-turn orb boost, like, it's pretty sick. But we have a lot of debuffs these days where as soon as you get into the boss stage, like, you lose any of your buffs anyway. But, I mean, it is what it is there.
Yeah, but I'd probably run... the new Annie Luffy captain and then just throw them on there.
100% agree with that.
More incentive to pull for him.
Dude, like, and they fixed the bug. I mean, we'll get into that though. But like, yeah, with them fixing the last tab bug too, easy money. But yeah, like, do you guys, like, what do you guys think? All right, let's like abstract this a little bit. Having a special that requires a certain unit. Obviously, we've seen this with super type abilities. But not as like a special. Have we seen this as a special at all? I think it's the first time, right?
I can't think of one that required a unit, but in my opinion, this might be potentially only for like Kizuna units, maybe like Kizuna Legends.
I could see that.
Like maybe in only Kizuna Legends, like you use them on a Kizuna. If you bring like this one specific unit, you get better boosts.
And they could align. That with the Kizuna Rare recruit as well. So if you bring the Kizuna Rare recruit in the crew, obviously you're gonna want to anyway for the most part. But then if you do that as well, you're gonna have like a better, obviously the special is gonna be a little better there too. What I wanted to mention as well, I think that whenever we get a Kizuna exclusive legend, we'll get a a Pirate Alliance Kizuna. I think that's how it'll work from now on.
Oh yeah. I'd be okay with that.
I feel like that makes the most sense, right? Like to do from now on. Because like, bro, if they did every single Kizuna was a Pirate Alliance one, that's effort. And that's potion draining. There's no time to catch back up and stuff like that. So I feel like every time anyway. All boost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah. Hit it now.
I forgot in the Pirate Alliance section when we were talking about it, but one thing that kind of like irritated me was the fact that like they're the only like boosted character that does like rainbow damage. Like every other Kizuna, there's been like more. Yeah, like Halloween Shanks, there's like 3 characters. So like if you don't pull like Ace and Sabo, like it's like, all right, I have someone else to play with. Like, no, you just get like dicked on if you don't have them.
But even like
See, actually, there was a big boosted list though, right? For like just like cooldown and like
it was like a
stats and
TM, it was
stuff.
like a TM boosted list more or less. Like it had like
Yeah.
a butt ton of units on it. Let me see here. Here it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it had
a bunch of units stuff.
Yeah, it was like so it had like the Ace and the Sabo was tickets by 1.5, boss tokens by 1.4, and then Rainbow stats by 2x, cooldown by 15. And they had another set of boosts, which was stats by 2x, cooldown by 15. And then a third set, which was stats by 1.5x, cooldown by 15. And then like another one, which was stats by 1.25, cooldown by 15. Pretty cool. They added Raid Sabo, Raid Bonnie, Pirate Rumble, Sober Mask, and then Raid Kizaru onto that little list there too. Oh, and V3 Blackbeard, but you know he kind of fucking sucks. But it was very weird.
Hell?
Do you guys have you seen the image?
No.
Let me.
Is it in the Japan news feed?
Japan news feed. Scroll down. It's posted by Planson. Shout out Planson. It's below all the reward things. It's a very weird like grouping of units when you actually look at it, right? Like in the 1.5 stat group, obviously in the 2x stat group, it makes sense. It's all the anniversary stuff, you know. So like that's fine. The 1.5 stat group, you have Chopper, Kizuna Chopper,
like all the Kizuna rare recruits,
pretty much, and then all like the previous boosters, Sanji Pudding, Fire Tank Pirates makes sense, and then you have like 6+ Blackbeard, 6+ Zoro, 6+, which I guess makes sense actually when you think about it, because they were the skulls you acquired. From that makes no sense. But then in the 1.25, that has all the Psy Straw Hats, Blackbeard and Moria. Shout out Blackbeard. And then Devon, was it? I call it Picasso.
Picasso.
I was gonna say Picasso. Hold on. Pizarro, and then oddly, like I said, Raid Sabo, Raid Bonnie, Clash or Sober Mask, and then Raid Kizaru.
Well, I guess I got to give something to the people that don't have a lot of units.
I guess so, but like, what would
bad.
what would they do though? Like, what? I guess that hopefully that align with what the bosses.
I assume
debuff.
they have some form of utility. I don't know what Sabo's there for. He's pretty trash.
Never mind as well. It's the missions are only 100 clears and 100 SOS clears. So that's fucking lame. Right. Oh no, sorry, it's 100 of each to get 2 Bowler Skulls. Never mind. I should actually read before I fucking talk. But anyway,
the Bowler unit hella good.
Oh yeah, big time. Anyway, we're gonna go on the switchability of these jabronis. Switchability for 1 turn, boosts color affinity for normal attacks. I don't know why. I fucking read that every time I do it. Boosts color affinity by 1.5 and changes adjacent orbs to magic. Fuck, every time I read that extra part. We all know what color affinity is.
You just paraphrase it, man. That's the way to do it.
And then the super switchability, which is really cool because like the introduction of this unit introduced super switch ability in Legends. So the super switch ability is boosts the color affinity, rainbow color affinity by 2.25, and then changes all orbs into matching orbs. And you have to do 4 switches to get their super switch ability.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's really good. As like a sub, really good. Yeah, 2.25 color affinity after 4 switches, like 4 turns. Like, kind of brazy. And then a 1.5 some color affinity anyway.
They're going to be the next big unit that you want to pull for 0 stamina missions.
Oh, yeah. These guys in GARP challenges is just a free 1.5x color affinity minimum. And adjacent orbs matching too. So, like, you know, like that's really good. Sailor abilities, pretty cool. They're immune to Special Seal, so that's Pog. And then Limit Break abilities. They have Orb Seal, they have Pinch Healing, and they have Barrier Pen. So pretty neat. Pretty good set of Limit Break abilities there. Their Pyro Rumble stuff, they're mid. I mean, like, they're okay. 2.5x characters attack and damage to enemies in large range. 50% chance to inflict paralysis on 3 enemies for 10 seconds. Level 3 attack up of allies for 15 seconds. And then level 3 defense up for 15 seconds. And their ability is all allies get a level 6 speed up, level 3 defense up, and they are immune to special seal and movement seal. So very similar to what is it, Luffy and Sanji, except they have a lot of debuffing and buffing. Sorry, it's just debuffs as well to it too. So overall, like pretty decent. What do you guys feel though? Do you think that this Ace and this Ace and Sabo is where we should be directing? I mean, I'll ask Knight actually. What do you think, Knight? Do you think Ace and Sabo is a unit that should be directed towards in terms of actually pulling, or do you think it's still a skippable kind of unit?
It's kind of hard to not pull for it if you want to properly play like the super boss.
That's true. Yeah.
It's 10 coins per run, and you're gonna be running up the regular Kizuna pretty easily. And then once you get to like the harder shit, it's gonna be kind of harder to get those boss coins at that point. So if you don't have like the double ace team, you're like missing out on like coins that you would just like run the friend captain. Like 14 coins versus like
20, I believe it is, right? With 2 of them.
Like, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like much rather have that probably. But and then also, you know, it's anniversary, so you're already spending money, so you might as well spend a little more.
Exactly right though. But like you're 100% right. You're 100% right, because I think the issue is like it's sad that like it's not necessarily pulling for the merit of the unit, but it's more so pulling because of the fact that they're the big booster. Sorry, they're the big booster in the Kizuna Clash. Like, with both 1.4x's, you're at 1.96, and Bandai is generally round. So like it'll be, if you do 1 clear, you get 20 tokens for the boss. So instead of having to clear it 3 times, every 2 clears you'll get 1 shot at the super boss, which is just so much like immediately it's so much faster, you know. So like, what is it? And then like at what is it? You have 2, 4, 6. It's like 3 clears, you'll have 2 shots. You know what I mean? So like it's really good overall to have them, but I mean, like, time will tell, I guess, how they fare in regular gameplay and such. But
I mean, they're a good unit either way.
Oh yeah, 100%. If you end up look, all right. I think when we get all this stuff, we're pulling. I feel like it's kind of hard not to pull on this banner, because the banner is good. Like 10 legend banner as well for this kind of unit is kind of brazy, you know. So,
and the thing is like it's gonna have Sanji pudding, and it's gonna have
fire tank pyros. Yep. Here we go. So it has Sabo Ace, fire tank pirates, Sanji pudding, and then the other badges are kind of mid. But V2 Magellan, I take it back. V2 Magellan, Hawkins, Mihawk Perona, Komurasaki, Nami, Brook, and V1 Katakuri.
So a lot of bad ones, but
yeah, like 5 bad ones. I mean, what? Katakuri, Brook, Nami, Kurosaki's half decent. Mihawk Perona
gets a 6+.
Yeah, Mihawk Perona's like pretty good. Hawkins is mid. V2 Magellan's like fine. Sanji pudding, fighting pine. I mean, you're basically pulling for those 3 units more or less, right? For the 3 Kizuna exclusive units. So really, I mean, really good.
Magellan.
Yeah, Magellan there as well is also like fantastic.
PvP.
Yeah, exactly right. 30 gem multi for the first multi, and guaranteed to get a class pickup, so a Kizuna unit. So that's first multi, guaranteed a Kizuna unit, and it's 30 gems. So that's pretty good. And then basically, you know, it's more, and then multis 3, 6, 11, 16, 21 are all Kizuna Sugofest limited units. Wait, does that mean multi 3 is guaranteed to either be Sabo Ace, Fighting Pirates, or Sanji pudding?
No.
No.
Have I read that wrong? Oh no, Sugofest. Oh, okay. I don't know why I read that as if it was. Why? I don't know. I read that as if it was a
so many people did that.
So I was like, holy shit, 3 multis, boy. That's bread. I'll just keep doing that. multi-5 tavern unit. That's pretty good. There are discounted multis along the way as well. Yep. So overall, it's actually a pretty decent banner to say the least. So you got to there's definitely potential there to pull on it and to entice people. Speaking of pulling on and enticing people, that kind of came out really weird, but we'll move on from that.
Wow, what are you trying to offer me?
Hey, hold on. I'm trying to offer you a post-anniversary celebration night. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to have... JP, we'll be having a post-7th anniversary celebration akin to that of receiving the 6th anniversary post-celebration, where out of nowhere, Whitebeard versus Shanks and Legend Marco.
Bro, it was so crazy. Everyone just logged in, and then boom. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, Whitebeard versus Shanks is coming out.
Holy shit.
Marco.
Out of fucking nowhere. It's a month long as well, which is kind of crazy. But anyway,
crazy. What the hell?
It's like it's crazy long time.
Okay.
Anyway,
but yeah, man.
Whitebeard vs Shanks, Marco, holy dooly. It's a 2x legend rate banner. Small amounts of legends on each one. I think it was like 30 legends and 15, I believe it was. Like I think that's
pretty similar to regular patch releases.
So like pretty neat overall for them, but fuck. Like shit, man, that's pretty good. All right, Whitebeard versus Shanks. First of all, did you guys expect at all Whitebeard versus Shanks to come out now, or did you were you guys in the boat for
Sabo and Ace was not even out for 4 days.
You're so right, though. Like it's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy how quickly they.
The Kizuna's still going. Like they should have waited till at least when the Kizuna finished.
Yeah, it's too much.
I was expecting at least end of the month, but nope. I mean, well, it is end of the month.
It is like the end of the month. But you'd expect at least like start of June, maybe you could push. You could push it.
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier when you were talking about is Sabo Ace potentially like a banner you should pull on? I'm like, well, you only got like 2 days to think about it.
2-3 days to think about it. But then again, you also have like a month to pull on the Whitebeard versus Shanks banner. So like, I
thought it was worth mentioning. It's kind of funny. If you go on JP, there's like 17 banners up.
Oh shit, you're 100% right. They'd be like, what? There'd be part 1, 2, 3, and 4 for anniversary. There would be the Kizuna banner. There would be
Whitebeard versus Shanks banner. There's the Bonnie banner still up, and then there's a PvP banner.
And there's also going to be a part 2 and part 3 of the Whitebeard versus Shanks banner too. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on in JP. Be careful out there. Like, check yourself before you start spending too much. But Whitebeard versus Shanks and Marco. Marco out of nowhere too. I did not expect the legend Marco with Whitebeard versus Shanks. So like, that's always a pleasure there.
I thought for sure he was going to be One Piece Day.
That's what everyone was predicting. Everyone thought One Piece Day, easy money. That's a free legend. Like that's a free shoe-in. But now One Piece Day, like, are they even going to celebrate it? Like, what's happening? That's my concern.
If they don't celebrate One Piece Day, then we've gone backwards.
I'm scared. It's like they're going to have to put out some heat for One Piece Day, so. But then again, if they want to do a simultaneous release, it can't be too hot. I mean, then also Roger did simultaneous release, but that's besides the point.
And also One Piece Day is like a week before French Annie.
Yep. I was like, I made like an image of like, I was like looking at all the dates for all the legends that released, and I was like, Jesus Christ, we really received, Wano Law right before Shanks and Arlong Crew, like 6 days prior, which is just ridiculous. Anyway, Legend Marco V2 Int Super Type Unit. Oh, baby. Brazy, this guy. Juicy. This guy is meaty. He is a powerhouse cerebral unit. He has hunger tablets and shipbind tablets, but
shipbind doesn't make no sense.
It really doesn't. Shipbinds are shit.
Bro, he should have had fear resistance. That would have been so good.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, we'll get to him.
Captain ability. This guy's all about the HP. When HP is full at the start of the attack, int characters by 5x, otherwise int characters by 4.5, HP by 1.3, boosts all other characters' attack by 4x. HP can be overhealed for 2x HP value. When HP is 30% or less, in the following turn, trigger his special.
It's a good captain effect.
Another int super type. Who would have guessed it?
Oh yeah, I remember reading that and being so pissed.
We have what, 8 of them now? We have like 8 int super type units or so.
Wait, do we really?
I think so. What is it?
3, 5. Yeah, we have 8.
It's 8, bro. No, we need to be. They need to be stopped, bro. Why int? Why int, man? Chill out. Anyway, he's special though. Reduces 3 turns of orb block. So like that can't be changed. Does that mean like is that the that's like that weird little chain thing around the orbs, right? They have to hit like a special. You have to hit like a group.
That's one of the newer debuffs on JP.
Reduce 7 turns of paralysis and special seal. Heals 50 times character's recovery that will overheal. I guess that makes sense. When HP is 50% or lower, he boosts color affinity of int, psi, and powerhouse characters by 2.5x, otherwise by 2x. And if the crew already has color affinity, then he boosts the chain by 1.2. How do you guys feel about Marco?
Marco's nice. Though he's a little bit weird though. He's really weirdly structured. Because well, we haven't talked about his super type yet, but just his condition, you need to be below 50%. But like if you start the turn with less than 30%, you automatically use his special, which heals you, so you don't get his super type yet. So I don't know, he's a bit of a weird one. You have to like really plan your team out correctly when you're using him.
This is a subconsi unit. This is a unit that was made for that guy.
Yeah, for the big brains. But I do like the fact that he still boosts all other characters by 4x, so you get a little bit of freedom there. And his special color affinity working for two colors in a class is really good too. So you can inject him on a lot of teams. Good.
Yeah, that special's really good. What was that, Knight? Sorry?
Oh, nothing. Just you can excuse that.
No. I need you to tell me.
All right, I said I want to inject something else.
Oh my days!
Oh, this guy right
days, bro.
Why I can't be trusted,
bro? Knight is so goddamn out of pocket, and ain't even funny. Anyway, I really like his special. Like reading it again, like it's really good. Like as a special, like you were mentioning, Todd, color affinity for like 2 colors in a class is fantastic. Recovery that will force overheal is really cool as well. You know, that's something there. It's like that's actually like really neat. And you know, like if the color affinity, if you already have color affinity, then he just gives a chain boost. So he doesn't even have to be a dedicated color affinity booster in the first place, you know. So you could even chuck him on any team, really. Like,
if you really just want his chain boost, you can run like a random support to give you color affinity on the final stage, then use his special for the chain. Yeah.
Imagine if he had double special instead of ship bind. So you could hit.
That would be crazy.
You could do the chain. You could do the color affinity and then the chain boost. But I guess the purpose of it is that, you're meant to fall below 30% HP to use his special to get the color affinity, and then you're meant to use his special to get the chain boost. So like that's kind of.
I think I saw a video that if you're running like double Marco and you start the turn with less than 30%, it actually does proc both specials.
So you can get just via 30%, you can get a color affinity and a chain boost. That's fucking sick. Yeah. That's really good.
So you could go stage 4 and purposely fall below
30%,
like 30%, and then move into the next room and then get both boosts straight away.
Yeah, you could even that's really good. That's really good.
Pretty nice.
His super type condition is when HP is 50% or lower, and then his super type special is changes all orbs to int orbs and completely removes reduce healing, and then obviously super type for int units. It's a really neat. It's a pretty good special. Our super type special.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
I think it's really good. Removing that
changing supports super type is good.
I agree. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, it's good. It's just like Todd said, it's gonna be kind of annoying to use it because every time you walk into the room, you're gonna heal, so you can't use it.
I guess you have to.
Yeah.
So like Wait, so like, for example, if you started a quest and you used Moby Dick to get you at 50%, would it immediately proc his special from the get go of the quest? So you would heal? That's fucking annoying. That's really annoying then.
Oh no. If you use Moby Dick
below 30.
Yeah, he heals below 30, but super tight's below 50.
So I guess you could oh no, but it's 50% or lower. So I guess then you'd have to use Moby Dick probably to I mean, that'd be the easiest way to proc it. I mean, yeah, that'd be the easiest way to proc it from the start, so you have it for the rest of the quest, I suppose. Then you don't have to worry. Then you don't have to worry about it per se.
But the good thing with him is that I guess because he is Int, you can use like Megalo to use your super type to get like lock the matching slots for multiple stages. I guess
that's a really good shout as well.
Yeah,
and his art is fucking sick. His unit animation is so tight.
It's probably one of the best artworks.
I have to say though, I am kind of sad that they make him leave the Phoenix form when he attacks.
Yeah, I was so mad. I was like, because when I was reading the unit, I thought it said something about him transforming when I was reading it in Japanese, but that was just like trigger the special. I was like, damn, is he gonna,
you mean like parrot type of thing?
Or like just like Kaido even, like, you know, like how he when you use the special, he'll go into the Kaido form or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, if they did something like that with Marco, that'd been tight, but it's kind of lame how he leaves the form. But his ink art is also underwhelming. I'll be real.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
They missed a really good chance to make it.
It just looks lazy.
It's just like blue. Like they didn't do anything like extra to it. Here's the video, Flame. But
I will give them a little thumbs up. I do like the special animation.
Yeah, I rate it. I think the special animation for Whitebeard Marco is kind of mid as well.
I was going to say, speaking of animation, the versus effect, they always go really crazy with the versus effect.
Yeah, exactly. The versus effect is fucking mad, but then the special animation is like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of like, okay.
Okay. But speaking of, actually, before we need to, there's more stuff we need to talk about here. Yeah, Jabroni. His support is a 3000 HP. That will overheal as well in the final stage. That can attach to Whitebeard, Ace, Jojo, and Vista. And
it sucks that it's a bit restrictive with the support.
He's also immune to Special Seal, which is pretty cool. And he as a sailor ability. So that's always
Which is why it would have been good if he had fear resistance.
Exactly. You know, they've been mad. And then his Pirate Rumble stuff. So he does 2 times character attack and damage to enemies in a large range. When HP is 50% or lower, he heals 2.5x the character's recovery to allies in a medium range. Level 5 defense down to enemies in a large range. Pretty good. And then
I think the CT was a little bit high. Oh no, it's 15 seconds it said.
No, his CT's 31, but the debuff goes for 15 seconds, which is kind of lame.
Oh,
so it's pretty
31. Yeah, that's a bit high.
So like, yeah, the defense down only lasts for 15 seconds, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And then his ability is in allies level 5 speed up, level 5 knockback rate up. From the start of battle for 30 seconds, level 3 CT charge up to in allies. And I guess that's where you get the correlation between his special being so long and that kind of stuff there.
Guess it's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Can't complain really.
It's alright.
I don't think he's making a big difference in Pirate Rumble, but it's like decent.
It'd be interesting to build like a defense team around him, maybe.
You definitely could. Like, I think knockback rate, I still hold that it's a very underrated ability in Pirate Rumble. I think knockback rate, you know, staggers units. It makes like the clock go down and your units aren't attacking if they're staggered. So, you know, it's a very good defensive kind of unit. So I could definitely see like a lot of int defense teams being centered around Marco and his healing and like just being a kind of annoying type of unit there. What do you guys think though? Overall, on Marco?
Overall, I really liked him.
We need to do our score.
I was screaming.
That's our new thing. We're doing our score system. Out of 10, what are you guys giving Marco?
9.
Ooh. 9 for Marco. Night Flame.
Yeah, I give him a 9 too.
I gave him a 9.5, but I gave him an 8 because you have to pull him in the same week as Sabo and Mace.
So I would average out at a 9. There you go. Marco's a 9 out of 10 kind of legend.
Yeah, he's super solid.
Yeah, that's probably a very good way to describe him. He's just solid. He's a very solid legend. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's slim pickings for int super types these days, though.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's too many of them. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Speaking of more int units, though, the big boy, Whitebeard versus Shanks. This was, mind you, the Twitter poll that the JP Twitter hosted a long time ago. Now,
it was like November-ish, I think.
And there was a lot of really cool units. Todd made the great point on Twitter the other day about if one specific unit had received a versus unit, we would have received Legend Kuma. But
yeah,
I believe it was, if Rayleigh and Kizaru had gotten Rayleigh versus Kizaru had gotten a versus unit, Kuma might have been a shout. But you guys voted for.
They would have made Nitemare.
No, shut up. Shut up. Ew. Ew. Bro, if they had made Legend Nitemare before Legend Kuma, people would have been people would have flipping. Ew. Ew, yucky.
Nobody asked for this.
I just want to remind all the listeners at home that this is your fault for picking a Whitebeard versus Shanks. You could have had Legend Kuma.
Dude, they won by so much in the poll.
Yeah, or Legend Nitemare. So, either or. You could have had.
Well, hang on, wait. What were the other ones? Because the other one was like Ace and no, it was Sabo and Fujitora.
Maybe another Doflamingo.
Who would come out like
Smoker, Doflamingo, maybe.
Oh,
Legend Baby 5.
Yo, we could have Baby 5. Oh, we could have Legend Baby.
Facts, dude.
And what was the other one? There was one more, wasn't it?
No, it was.
Was it only
Sabo
3?
Fuji.
So it was Sabo Fuji. It was Rayleigh, Kizaru. Then it was Whitebeard Shanks, right? I thought it was one more.
And then Dofi Kuzan.
Oh, Dofi Kuzan would have been sick.
Oh
bro.
yeah, Dofi.
That would have been that would have been Smoker, 100%. That would have been Smoker. It would have had dead Smoker. Would have had a third dead unit in the game, dude. Like,
let's go.
They could have actually done. They could have done a lot with that too. We could have had a dual unit. We could have Buffalo. Yo, we could have Buffalo if they'd made
Buffalo.
We could have made Legend Buffalo, dude.
Yeah, Baby 5 was there too.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, Caesar was actually, that's a really good shout too. It could have been Caesar there.
Yeah.
But you guys voted for Whitebeard and Shanks, so here's what you received. Right. Whitebeard. Whitebeard is a int striker powerhouse unit. He has slot bind, pinch heal, and provoked attack. His captain ability is Psi in and striker characters attack by 5x, HP by 1.2, increases the rate of int orbs, treats int orbs as beneficial, and then reduces incoming damage by 20%. Pretty straightforward captain. His special for 1 turn increases the base attack by 1000 of Psi in and striker characters, boosts attack of Psi in and striker characters by 2.5x. When the enemy with the highest max HP value has 80% or more HP remaining, cuts 30% HP of all enemies. When the enemy with the highest max HP value has less than 80% HP for 1 turn, boost orbs of Psi in and striker characters by 2x. That's a mouthful. Ugh.
It's pretty
weird. It's very weird though, I feel. Am I odd in saying that's kind of odd? The way that it's based upon HP value? Or is that...
I think you can do some pretty good plays with it. I mean, you go Flame. I know what you're going to say.
Nah, I was going to say, I don't know. I mean, they're good, but I don't think they're that good, to be honest.
If he had double special, it's over. Imagine his double special thing.
Shit, that'd be insane.
Because you go into the room, right? You get plus 1000 base attack. You get 2.5 times orb boost. The unit already has max HP. So you get those. So then you cut the HP of the enemy. And then you use the special again. Now it has less than 80% remaining HP. So now you get a 2x orb boost. You have 2.5 times attack and 2x orb boost. That's
the way that you kind of use them though. We haven't got to the versus effect yet, but the way that you can kind of use the versus effect to kind of change what special he's going to have. And I guess in different instances, you might want Whitebeard special to do damage, so you could use potential supports and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the situation, I guess. But obviously the big problem here is that he doesn't go through normal attacks only, and that's still kind of a thing. At least his the health cuts, well, his special health cut, that doesn't go through anything, does it?
Don't think so. I think it's just an HP cut. It's an AoE HP cut.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
whack.
It's very shit.
Dang, that's kind of bad because his versus effect, well, it does go through everything.
All right,
but
well
the
then
special one doesn't.
on that, we'll get into it then. His versus effect for 1 turn reduces incoming damage by 90%, cuts 30% HP of all enemies that will ignore any defensive abilities, and then the condition to that versus effect is consume 10 Psi or Int Orbs with normal attacks.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's very easy to get the condition, and the versus effect is great. Like, in itself, like, as its own thing, it's a 30% HP cut and damage reduction.
And the enemy can't interrupt versus effects.
Exactly right. And like you said, goes through enemy ignores enemy defensive abilities. So you're getting a lot out of it. So I think overall it's a really good versus effect. But the special's kind of lackluster.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's good, but it's just like very boring.
I don't think like I recorded it, but like before you guys joined in, I think Flame, you were mentioning like it seems as if he was designed as soon as the poll results had come in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I was saying that like I think it's kind of like what happened with Dokkan, where they designed the anniversary characters like way before they came out. I think they did that with the Shanks and Whitebeard. Because I don't know, dude. Like they're weird. Like I mean, we'll get into it a little bit later, but like I think like low key, like why is Marco better than them?
That's what I'm saying. Like it feels like they're too. Like it's gonna sound weird, but I feel like it's too straightforward. Or like the special is just like all the special just doesn't do much. Like I don't know. Like, I guess like the 1000 base attack is pretty neat for a character boost.
I think that's gonna be pretty strong to be honest. Like, I want to see some people use it, but
because
I don't know, dude.
Well, like a lot of the time you use like V2 Big Mom is obviously for the chain lock, but then also you have the addition of the base attack boost. But that scales based on your HP amount, right? But like, with this being a flat 1000 to the attack, like it's gonna add a lot of. If you need like a push of damage of like a different kind, I'd probably still use like Kaido, V2 Kaido for basically a 2x on your damage because this probably won't do that. But
oh yeah, by far.
But like nonetheless, though, like it's still a lot. Like plus 1000 to base attack is actually a really good chunk there.
It is a huge boost. Yeah, it is. It's massive.
For the Whitebeard versus effect, it doesn't go through normal attacks only, right?
No,
don't think so.
Yeah, so I was gonna mention one with him being so health cut like base, that kind of sucks, and then it also really doesn't help that they added the new debuff that basically nerfs health cuts.
Yeah, so like that's in the other news, but yeah, new debuffs.
Yeah, his versus effect does go through that new debuff though. Not his special though.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
right.
it ignores defense abilities. You're right, but still the special. But like sense. Still, the special getting cucked though is kind of frustrating. I feel as if like they should be kind of flipped. I feel like the special should go through everything, but the versatility shouldn't.
I completely agree with what Flame said about them being designed earlier. Like it actually would make a lot more sense, like reading what they do. Yeah, I agree.
Because when you compare this unit to like Ace versus Kainu, like
exactly,
they blowed them out the water.
Exactly, Ace versus Kainu is fucking deadly. Like they do bits.
Like it arguably. Who would you say? Okay, if we get the three versus units, who's best to worst?
They're easily the worst.
I'd agree. I'd say Ace Akainu, Kaido Big Mom, these guys. But then again, we haven't seen them in action all too much as of yet, so opinions might change. I mean, but for the time being,
like, that's the only question. That's the only question. It's like, is it Kaido versus Big Mom or is it Whitebeard versus Shanks? Because I think we all pretty much agree Ace versus Kaido.
Definitely not better than a Kaido versus Ace.
No, I think
no way.
Like, I don't think so.
Look, like when you look at the cap, like they obviously like Shanks similar captain except flipped for colors. But we'll get into obviously Shanks separately because there's still like PvP stuff for Whitebeard too. But captains alone, a 5x boost, like Ace Akainu has it, Kaido versus Big Mom have it, but their specials though, for Kaido, Big Mom, and Ace Akainu, I feel like provide a lot more than these guys. Like if you really take out like Whitebeard special, it's a base attack boost, at minimum. Base attack boost, 2.5 times attack boost for Sai In and Striker, and it's an HP cut.
Yeah, and then he also has, for whatever reason, he has like a 2x boost. That's kind of trash.
Yeah, 2x orb boost, kind of mid. If it was a 2.5x orb boost, maybe different story. I don't know.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And like the way like their kid just seems like super old.
It seems like if this had been the first versus unit, boy.
Yeah, like that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, like it would have made more sense in the timeline if this had been the first versus unit, and then you had Kaido Big Mom, and then imagine if Ace and Akanu had come out now. You know what I mean? It would have made way more sense in the timeline in terms of like the scaling of the quality. But again, this is us talking without having seen much of the unit and what they do yet.
Honestly, in terms of Captain and Special, like in raw damage, they're going to be fine. I think damage is not going to be a problem for them. But in terms of versus effect, they easily have the worst versus effect. Like, because Kaido versus Big Mom's versus effect are so insane.
Yeah.
Like, I like you know Kaido. Just comparing Kaido and Whitebeard, like I'd much rather have Kaido's damage than like Whitebeard's health cut for sure.
Correct. I'd agree.
In every sense.
I'd agree.
So much better.
Like, totally. I totally agree with that. What is it? Their Pirate Rumble. Okay, so when he's a sailor, he treats in orbs as beneficial, or the crew will treat in orbs as beneficial. That's pretty good.
That's right.
And his Pirate Rumble abilities, he does a 10% HP cut in a large range. It allies at level 3 defense up for 15 seconds, level 5 attack up for 15 seconds. When the remaining time is 50 seconds or less, he does 1x his attack in damage to medium range. Keep in mind his CT is 18. So
yeah,
if you put him with Marco, he'll probably pop in this off every 15 seconds, to keep up the boost. And his ability is in allies level 5 HP up, level 5 attack up. When his HP is 50% or lower, level 7 defense up to himself. Reduce 30% incoming damage, special seal immunity. Pretty solid unit. But then again, there's a lot of solid int units. That's the concerning part. There's a lot of solid int PvP units, and I don't know where he will sit in the overall system of PvP. I guess maybe definitely if you were to make a defensive team with him and Marco, maybe have Big Mom, maybe Katakuri in there for fixed damage. You could probably swindle something like that, but otherwise, I don't know. There's not a lot going on here for Whitebeard himself, though.
Yeah, it's fine, but yeah, it's not going to be top tier PvP.
I think so. All right, but then flipping to the other side of the coin, we have Shanksu. Shanksu is a Psi slasher cerebral unit. His captain ability is boost Psi, Int, and Slasher characters by 5x, HP by 1.3, increases the appearance of Psi Orbs and treat Psi Orbs beneficial. At the end of the turn, he heals 0.5 the character's recovery for each perfect hit that turn. Pretty neat. And his special is for 1 turn, 1000 base attack to Psi, Int, and Slasher characters. Boost boost orbs of Psi, Int, and Slasher characters by 2.5x. Changes all orbs to matching, which includes block orbs. And if after 1 turn has passed, for 1 turn, reduce defense of all enemies to 0.
Might as well go through his versus effect.
And then his versus effect, obviously the condition is consume 10 Sign Int orbs, and his effect is for 3 turns, reduces defense of all enemies to 0, and then for 3 turns, boost the attack against enemies with reduced defense by 1.75.
Right.
He's very weird. With all the defense stuff, I don't know. It's very weird.
I can understand what they're trying to do here, but at the same time, the fact that we have a character once again, Ace versus a Kaido that can proc a conditional boost, they can go through immunity.
Mm-hmm.
It's why does this even exist now? They should have had at least his special or his versus effect. One of the two should have bypassed, I feel. Mm-hmm. But at least there is a batch Roku character that removes defense down immunity, which is kind of nice. But but the way that it's supposed to work is that obviously his special says that after 1 turn has passed, you reduce defense to 0. So you're supposed to use his versus effect, which remember cannot be removed by the enemy. So you're able to get the conditional boost on hypothetically a stage 4, and then after you move into the next room, you'll still have your conditional boost, and then the clock debuff the clock buff will expire reducing the enemy defense on the next stage. So you basically get like 2 full stages of a conditional boost. You get orb boost, matching slots, stat boost. Like, it's decent, but
it's
it is what it is.
It's very convoluted for no like good reason. I don't know. Like, I think it's very weird how he has this after 1 turn has passed, reduce defense to 0, but then he has a for 3 turns reduces enemies defense to 0. Like, that'll go from stage 4 to,
that is a little weird.
That'll go from stage 4 to 5, assuming that the enemy doesn't, the boss doesn't remove buffs, right? Or
well, if you're moving between stages,
actually, no, you're 100% right. That makes sense then. Yeah, no, you're right. That I was like, because I was thinking of it as like, if it moved between stages, then his special, it makes no sense. But obviously, it doesn't do that. That's why you use his special and the versus condition in the same turn to get a 3-turn 1.75 and then that. But 1.75 is low, man. Make it a 2x conditional.
Dude, I was gonna say that. Like, we gotta stop with this 1.75 shit.
We're not in that shit no more. Like,
especially for the fact, like Todd said, like he's not going through immunity. Why is he 1.75?
And not finna talking about 3 billion damage, bro. Head ass man doing 1.75 boost. Nah, G, we ain't about that no more. Don't do that.
I mean,
I think what you can go.
No, go, homie.
I think 1.75 was fine with Akainu just because Akainu, like, he can go through
everything.
Like, immunity.
He can go through everything. He's a demon. Like, that guy's a demon, you know?
Yeah, and his buff is like for 4 turns, so you could pop it and like do like 3 stages of like blasting, but this guy, he's like and he's kind of mid.
Shanks is 1 less turn too.
Shanks is 1 less turn too, 100%.
So trash.
It's frustrating because this was like a unit that everyone was like, oh shit. Like, we're looking forward to, to this unit coming out. Everyone's kind of excited a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But then, like, they come out and...
Or imagine if there's
the only thing that's kind of nice is... I guess you can use him with Roger, but like I don't even know if I'd want to use him with Roger. I'd probably just use Odin.
I'll just use Odin.
So you get the 1
I'll just use Odin, bro. Like, Odin gives me 1 orbs.
You get Shakespeare instead.
Bro, 1 orbs.
Remember, you can use the versus as a sub though, which is kind of nice.
That's true. You're right. But then again, it's
I'd rather use.
Go for it. Sorry, not. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say I'd rather use Halloween Shanks.
Shout out Stump. Shout out 3 episodes in a row. Shout out Stump. No, but for like,
I
don't know, man. On the real though, like, Knight isn't wrong. Like,
even V1 Shanks has a usable support,
right?
So that means that Halloween Shanks is legit, like one of the worst Shanks legends ever. Let's be real. Even V2 Shanks is the GOAT.
That's fact. V2 Shanks still holding up in time. But what I was gonna say is, like, at the end of the day, his versus ability is just a glorified self-proccing conditional. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just can't be removed by the enemy. That's all it is. Yeah.
But it's 1.75. Why isn't it like 2x, man? Like, even if it was like, imagine if it was 2.25 or some shit, like some demon, like some mad damage. Like, it'd be really good. 1.75 just doesn't cut it. I don't know. It doesn't do much for me. I don't know. It's not enough. It's not enough. This unit is very underwhelming. It really seems like. And then he has, so obviously the same limit break abilities. And then he's Pirate Rumble. Level 4 defense up to site allies. 1,000 fixed damage to enemies in a large range. When remaining time is 50 seconds or less, 2,000 fixed damage to enemies in a large range. His ability is site allies level 5 HP up, level 5 attack up. When remaining HP is 50% or lower, level 7 defense up to himself. He's also immune to special seal, and he reduces 30% incoming damage. He's bad. I'm not gonna cut it any other way. He's not good.
29 CT for his special.
It's too long as well.
Yep.
Like, what, you're only
I don't know why they're so hell-bent on, like, these things are like, oh, when time is 50 seconds or less. Like, bro, most matches aren't lasting that long. Unless you're up against a super defensive team.
But, like, what does his special do other than defense up for 20 seconds, mind you, and then only 3,000, and then, like, 1,000 fixed damage? Or if it's less, you have 3,000 fixed damage. That's not enough, bro. I'll just bring...
Yeah,
Bro,
the first time he launches, he's not going to do anything, basically.
Bro, there's so many Pirate Rumble rare recruits that you can put on the bench. Whitebeard, Sober Mask, the new law that's coming out. All of them, Kaku as well. All of
and
them.
another thing as well is the fact that
crazy
like
damage.
he doesn't target like all enemies. It's like a large range. So it has a
If it was all
it has a
enemies,
chance to whiff.
exactly. If it was all enemies, maybe a little better, but it's not. And like I was saying, you have all these units that are out. They just do obscene damage. You have plenty of other fixed damage dealers, i.e., Super Type Katakuri. You have Carrot is still amazing. You have Wano Law, a lot of fixed damage there. Like
Roger just kills him.
Roger,
he's like Roger's just better than him in like every way.
Roger literally does 2,000 fixed damage and then reduces attack and defense
and speed.
This guy, like, no, he's not good in PvP. Like, I don't. I mean, maybe you could kind of finagle a side defense team by getting him in for defense up, and because his ability is pretty decent, I guess. You know, HP up, attack up, level 5 for Psy allies, so, you know, not too bad. I would have liked it if they had done, if Shanks was for Psy and Slasher units, and then Whitebeard was for Int and Striker units. So they had that a little bit more flexibility in terms of their Pirate Rumble kind of, like, where they can be placed in teams and such, but they're very hellbent on being either Psy or Int units.
That would have been cool.
I don't know where to go. What do you guys think overall? Like, as a unit, do you think this unit is potentially skippable? Do you think it's? Yeah. Do you think like? All right, we'll do the score and then we'll get into it. Out of 10? Out of 10?
Like, I'm balancing between 7.5 and an 8. Probably
I was about 7. Would be kind of my shout. The rest of the crew,
give them a 7.
Yeah. Flame.
Yeah.
They're a 6. They're whack.
If they, bro, on the real though, if they had come out first as the first versus unit, that would have been tight. That would have been so good.
The only reason why I gave them an 8 was because like they still got an amazing captain ability,
it's
and
still
the special is not bad.
It's still a flat.
It's still a
5X.
really good unit.
Like I remember,
it's just like they're not as exciting as the other ones.
I remember Knight like ages ago. Like in one ep, he was like, when you guys get to witness like what a 5x flat captain is, you know, like you'll like realize the damage output. You know, exactly. You know, Kaido and Big Mom's 5x flat is obscene. Even when you have like, you know, badly matching orbs or like any sort of thing, they still do a lot of damage. So you can't put it past them having a flat 5x, but their specials just don't do enough for me to be like, This is unfortunately a very skippable unit. Marco on the other hand, potentially also skippable, but I still feel as if he's like still really good.
Yeah, like after all the big banners that have come out previously, it would have been crazy if they had an even like more powerful legend they released right at the end for people to keep pulling on. But because these units are like not even on the level of the other ones that had already come out, there's just no reason to pull.
It's an exact replica of 6th anniversary. You had Snake Man, Sabo, Kata, Blackbeard, and then the post banner was Hawkins and Kid. But I guess at the time
was just hyped for them because of the character, like first Legend Kid.
Exactly. Hyped, but this is just like, I don't think they're that good. I don't know. I think it's a skippable. I think Marco's potentially skippable. They'll be, at least they're not Super Sugo units. At least they're not exclusive units. There's 2 legends in the regular batch. Oh, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. No, that's shit. If those Super Sugo units as well, as skip. Instant skip. But because they're batch units, like they're in the regular legend pool, you know, like if you skip them, I don't think you're missing. You're going to be probably frustrated for the content that comes out that month because like obviously it's all the point boosting shit, but you know, like it is what it is there. But 3 rare recruits though. Rare recruit Beckman, rare recruit Vista, and rare recruit Rockstar. Oh yeah, like matters. Beckman changes empty bomb recovery tandem, badly matching to matching, 5 turns of bind, 3x chain lock, and if there's 6 side characters, then he completely removes defense protection on all enemies. I think that's the big boy right there.
He's cool. He's pretty nice. A
Vista.
little bit of an annoying condition, but it's not as bad as like Onami, for example, where you have to be like full HP.
Yeah, exactly
So,
right.
yeah, Beckman's good. Plus, he
Yeah.
makes change all orbs to sight at the start of the adventure for his sailor. It's kind of
Oh,
nice.
okay, that's really good then. And then Vista, he's back on his fixed damage ways. 100,000 fixed damage
Love
to
it.
all enemies. He has double special as well, which is really sick. 2 turns of
Yep.
percent damage reduction and threshold damage reduction. If there's an orb boost active, he boosts color affinity of normal attack. So, I did it again. He boosts color affinity by 1.75. Otherwise, he boosts all the 1.75. You could use him with Marco as well. They're really good with Marco, actually.
Oh, true.
Because he'll do a color
Yeah.
affinity boost, then you can get the chain boost with Marco. But again, Marco's color affinity boost is way higher. So, like, you know. But it's pretty cool. Double special with 100k fixed damage. You know, nice for speed farming.
Yeah,
And
great
then-
for speed farming.
And then Rockstar. Everyone was saying this is Rockstar's first unit. You're wrong. You trash bags. He had a TM rare recruit. You goobers.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
You
Bro,
dingus.
Yeah.
Bro, who the heck said that?
Bro, Reddit. Oh, I mean, what do you expect from the
You
land of the
goofers.
fairies? You fucking jabronis.
Bro, that was like literally like one of the must pull TMs.
True.
Exactly.
That's right. His special is 2 turns of barrier on all enemies, 5 turns of despair, attack down, and chain lock, and changes block orbs matching, and then for 2 turns locks orbs. Pretty good special, actually.
Yeah,
That's-
not bad.
I think it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
he's pretty good.
2 turns of barrier, 5 turns of attack down, massive, and then block orbs matching and locks orbs.
Pretty decent batch, actually.
All right, we're gonna have a segment. I'm gonna jot this in real quick. It's called "Why the fuck has JP released so many legends, and what legend should I pull on?" All right. So as we've seen, essentially what has happened on JP is JP has released more or less 8 legends within a month time. That is, if we're including Bonnie at the very end of April. So we're gonna go through each of the legends they released, that JP released, that is, and we're gonna talk about is it a must pull, is it a maybe, or is it a straight up no? All right, first Legend Bonnie.
Nah.
Skip.
Uh,
All right, and then
yeah, it's like maybe.
Bonnie's like hella good, but like with everything else that's coming, like, do you want to pull for Bonnie? Up
And
to you, I
then-
guess.
after that we have Super Sugo Legends, Luffy,
Don't we have
Law,
Fight Tank
and
Pirates?
Kid. Oh, Fight Tank before that, actually. Sorry, my
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, Fight Tank Pirates, pull or skip.
Skip. Easy
Skip.
skip.
So then Bonnie was a skip. Luffy, Law, and Kid. Here's where we get contentious. Is this a must
This
pull?
is
Is
for,
it a certain pull? You saying?
yeah, you have to make sure that you have 10,000 gems so you can pull all of them.
Yeah. On the real though, you
Yeah,
have to have minimum like 4,000 gems for this upcoming
The
banners.
better question is how many of them should you pull?
Oh shit! Oh shit! You're right. You're right. Wait. Was there any was there any mention of last tap tablets in the Pirate Alliance Kizuna or no?
No.
No, dude, I told you that shit is trash.
Fuck, bro. We were talking about that last episode as well. We're like, if they have them, it's like it'll be okay. But they don't. Fuck, that's L. That's such an L, bro. Oh no.
They don't even have the new ones, I don't think. I don't think I've seen that. Like the ones for Bonnie's last ability. I haven't seen those
healing
yet.
one?
The healing one, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I haven't seen those either.
That's so bad. That's so
Yeah.
bad. All right, Ace and Sabo.
Pull.
Pull?
Yeah.
Is it a must pull though, or is it a, like, if you have gems you should pull?
Yeah, it's up to you, I think.
I would
'Cause-
say, yeah.
This is 10 days after anniversary banners went live, pretty much.
If I guess if they're in a situation where you don't have any of the Kizuna legends, then yeah, you should probably pull.
Yep. Especially
and
if it's a 10
it's
legend
also worth
banner.
mentioning that five of the 6 legends that we've spoke about so far are basically Super Sugo limited type legends.
Yep. Fire Tank,
Unfortunately.
3 of the Anni Legends, and Ace and Sabo.
Yep.
Whitebeard vs Shanks.
Skip.
Skip.
Marco.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'd agree
I
with
mean-
maybe as well.
I mean, it's like after you pulled like your 15 copies of the Anni Legends, and then you pulled Sabo Ace. If you have some gems, yeah.
I
I'd
mean,
pull for
Knight-
Marco.
Knight did say 10,000 gems, so make sure you start saving now. Get to 10,000
Exactly.
gems by this time. You know, this in theory wouldn't like all this stuff come out at New Year's though for global, more or less. In theory, right?
Wait, what?
Wouldn't all this like content come out for New Year's more or less?
No, way before.
No, dude, this would literally drop. Like this would just be like in September, the end of September or something. Or
Fuck
October.
off. They should have
Because that's when the super types came out last year. They came out the last week of September.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the grossest thing I've ever heard in my whole goddamn life.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little rando
we have
event.
sped up a little bit though. We've sped up a little bit.
Don't talk about speeding up. We're gonna
Yeah, so instead of getting the 8 legends in 1 month, we're gonna get like 12.
we're gonna get Moria, we're gonna get Blackbeard, we're gonna get Magellan, we're gonna get Fire Tank Pirates and Sabo and Ace
Dude,
on separate banners,
dude.
but at the same time.
okay, dude, they're just next month. We're just not gonna get anything, and then in July for French Annie, we're just gonna get like 17 legends all in one banner.
Separate banners though.
They were all
No, separate banners. You gotta pull in 17 different
For
banners.
and you gotta pull like last tabs for all of them.
Like the crazy thing is as much as everyone would want like a global first or a simultaneous release, I don't think there's time for it.
Nah, I definitely don't want that.
I don't want a global first. I really don't want a global first. Like name
What if
one.
it's Kuma?
No, I especially don't want that. Fuck Kuma.
Well, shit, I'm going broke, boys.
Don't, shut up. No, you're not. Don't you fucking dare. There's not a lot of like the must pulls is the Anni units. I feel like that's the quote unquote milestone to aim towards. If you really are like only gonna pull on the big things, that's the one right there.
So
Yeah,
here's
I'll
the better
definitely agree.
question, I guess. Now it's been a few weeks. Who's the must pull?
That's there we go. Like that's I guess that's the we should come back to that now. So who do you guys think is taking the line? I mean, I'll go to Knight first. Man has the most experience probably. Who do you think takes the cake out of the 3 anniversary units?
It's kind of hard. It depends on
I
which
know,
one
mate.
you have the most copies of.
Alright,
Dude, like, it's crazy how much of a difference it makes.
assume
Yeah,
I don't mind that.
assume max last tap on all of them. You know what? Yeah. Assume max last tap on all of them.
Yeah, I probably would still say like Law or Luffy are probably like the best ones to go for.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Well,
I'd say
Luffy, keep in mind, Luffy does. We'll talk about it in the other news, which is like 2 seconds. But Luffy does have his last tap bug. In theory, is fixed. I don't know if anyone's like gone and tested it properly yet, but it's been mentioned that his last tap has been fixed. So like, keep that in mind. Like that's very good now.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm pulling for Luffy because I'm not doing any more pulls for Kaido, and I'm not pulling for Magellan. And if we get that same banner, I need all of them.
Sure.
Look,
I really want Magellan though.
I want Magellan too, but I don't think he justifies. As long as he's on Luffy's part. If he's on Luffy's part, that's golden. That's free. But I kind of am in the same boat, bro. But I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna tell you right now. If we get Luffy on global and his last tab is broken, I'm quitting. 100%. On God, I'm quitting. On everything,
Nah,
I'm quitting.
The worst thing of all time.
I'm on God. I'm quitting. I'm done. Because if they fucking do that, this game is a joke. Treasure Cruise is actually global. Treasure Cruise is a joke. But we'll see. We'll see.
And law's gonna be broken.
Yeah, like it's a joke. Like if they fucking do that, they don't take the time to like care and implement the non-broken versions. I'm done. This game is a joke. Anyway, though, I would agree. I would say Luffy just seems like the one to go for. I think it's unfortunate because how cool Kid is, you don't need him. Like, Kid's really cool. I just don't think he's a necessity, though. Am I wrong there?
So cool. They're all awesome, and remember they are Super Sugos, so they're not going to be back for a really long time.
I mean, depends. Do you think we're gonna run back to back to back?
Which version?
Yeah,
Global, they'll be back.
They'll be back next month. What you talking about?
Yeah, and then like with Luffy, I personally feel like Sabo Ace buff Luffy.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean,
I
like even just
they're a great unit to run on Luffy's team.
I agree, and I think Sabo Ace is I think Knight brought it up, like because it's a Kizuna, you want to have Ace and Sabo. You know what I mean? So like, keeping that in mind, I feel like Luffy kind of plays a lot nicer into that hand opposed to Law or Kid.
Yeah, and speaking on Kizuna, I meant to mention this earlier. If why I said I think Ace Sabo's like you should pull on is because if you wanted to pull for Capone, you skip Capone and you pull there.
I think Capone's a very easy skip now, as long as the Sabo and Ace banner is 10 legends.
Mm-hmm.
And it has obviously Capone and Sanji Pudding boosted on it too. I mean, it should be, but I guess we'll
I mean, I feel like they do that moving forward. Every Kizuna banner should have the Kizuna legends. If it didn't, that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, I think once it gets to like 4 or 5, they'll probably rotate it. But I think right now with 3 of them, they'll be on every banner.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I know it does wrap it up for content in terms of that, but going into everyone's other favorite segment, in other news, all of it's related to JP, we have a new TM silhouette. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's that Germa Zoro?
Yeah.
I hope so. That would be cool.
What if that's the case?
I have a tinfoil hat theory.
All right, put them on. Put your hats on, lads. What are we thinking?
Okay. So, I'm thinking that next month's Japan Legend is going to be a summer unit.
Ooh.
And I think it's going to be Reiju.
Ooh.
Which would also signify if they're going to have Germa 56, I guess, Straw Hats, and then they have Reiju as the summer legend. I can see it. It fits pretty well.
That'd be really cool to have like either TM boosters of the Straw Hats in Germa outfits, or like or just like rare recruits, like just regulars. Like that'd be really neat. I'm down. That's a good theory. I'm down with that.
You know, it'd be wild.
Here we go.
June's in 3 days. Yeah, that seems like a good time for a new Sugofest. Drop it in 3 days.
Oh no!
please no.
I'm gonna guess that Japan is not gonna have a new legend until the end of June.
All right, it's cap.
All right, it's cap.
I reckon it's cap.
Actually, you know what? They might have a PvP legend.
I reckon they'll have a PvP legend. I reckon they'll slide in a PvP legend. Because
dude, I was joking about this because Knight brought this up. Knight said that after every new versus legend, there's a support banner. So I was like, oh god, what if they do a support banner and they drop Legend Jozu support?
Yo, Legend Jozu! The GOAT! The king!
Bro, if they start doing legend supports, I'm actually done. Like, come on.
It's too much at that point. It's too much.
It's so
that would be the perfect point to drop Jozu.
That'd be. We have to pull on him though. Even if you quit, you have to come back.
Yeah, just for the meme. Like,
you have to come back and pull on Legend Jozu.
That's ridiculous.
And then as you mentioned,
what if they actually though? Hold on. What if they make a support legend, but it's actually like 1 cost?
Fuck,
that should be pretty cool.
Oh,
that'd be neat.
That'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah, that'd be kind of sick actually. Cost restrictive content come through.
I'm down. That'd be kind of tight. And then as you mentioned, Luffy's last tap bug was fixed, so hopefully that should be all in order now. And then we kind of alluded to it a little earlier on in the episode, but as we said, there are new debuffs, 2 of them at least. These appeared in the new Kizuna Clash. One of them being an HP cut damage reduction or HP cut resistance. And this reduces the damage of an HP cut by 50%. But HP cuts that bypass defensive effects will ignore this debuff. Which is why we kind of were confused as to how Whitebeard was structured. But anyway.
Okay.
And there's also the blowaway immunity, which prevents blowaway specials such as Invasion Garp, Kuma, and Shiryu, and then against instant KO. So essentially, when Global did that really weird thing where they stopped you from bringing particular units from like instant winning or instant killing, this is now a debuff that will prevent that, so they don't really have to add that.
Thank God, because
caveat.
like that Kuma that they stopped you from bringing was like actually good.
Yeah, exactly right. So
Right. Well, it sucks that we can't bring him anymore, but it makes sense for what they did it for, because it's like you know, if you're up against the super Kizuna boss and they have like 2 billion HP left, but it's under 20%, you can just pop Garp special and win.
Garp brazy that at point, bro. Let's go.
Yeah.
But that will wrap us up for news. Did I miss anything? We need anything else to talk about? I don't think there is.
I think that's it.
And that's about it. But everyone's favorite segment after their favorite segment, it is the Q&A. Woo! So, as per usual, if you want to send us questions, you can send us questions via our Twitter at GGP Podcast or via our YouTube community tab. Our first question comes in from Dogo Gama Hat. They ask, hey guys, love your podcast. In your opinion, what legend is the most forgettable? And what are your feelings if we get a Gaimon legend? How would you design him? So, most forgettable legend and Gaimon.
Whitebeard vs Shanks. No.
It's too soon.
Wait, who?
Oh shit, okay. I reckon in terms of new legends, most forgettable is V3 Blackbeard. Easily V3 Blackbeard in terms of new legends.
Sure.
Old legends, like all of them. Like pretty much there's like 15, 20 legends from like the really, really old ones that like you'd keep in mind, but otherwise a lot of them are.
I think like a legend that's kind of forgotten about a lot of times, like Cat Dog.
And in terms of like new-ish, yeah, I'd agree. Cat Dog, I think like Paul Lucci, he's sitting there collecting dust. Crocodile. Dex Sabo. Bro, I remember when Dex Sabo came out, everyone was gassed. They're like, this guy's gonna do damage. Man does fucking nothing.
Neko Inu.
Neko Inu. What were you saying, Flame? V2?
No, V3 Kuzan.
V3 Kuzan? Fuck, true. For a little bit, V3 Akainu even. I don't know. Like I feel like
yeah, he's kind of dead.
Yeah, it's not a shame. It's a shame.
Like he's not bad though. It's just like you don't need him.
No, he's not bad. It's just like bring other people though.
There's plenty of other units you could bring for sure. And then Legend Gaimon. How are we designing him?
He'd be a damage reduction legend.
What? So he's a transforming legend though. When you use his special, he goes into the chest, and it's just the chest as a unit, and he reduces 120% of damage received.
He'd be like you have like a sugar effect. Like use a special. He turns all your crew into like the animals on the island.
Yo, that's kind of tight. I'm in, but they all hit misses.
He puts all your crew members into chests.
he does.
It's just his hand and the gun.
He's the first trio unit. Now he does the Frankie thing where he puts everyone into like one chest, and it's just like the chest just does AoE damage.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Gaimon.
Hey bro, coming soon. Gaimon. No, that's the support legend. Support legend Gaimon coming soon.
You got it.
So we have TM legend Jozu or Baby Fife. Either one will take it. And support legend Gaimon. That's our shout there.
We're waiting.
On God. Neron Nova. They ask, hey guys, love listening to the podcast at work. You better be still working. You don't want to lose your job. You know, jabroni. What is the closest you have ever gotten to outright quitting the game, and for what reason? I know with Todd, it was during the account situation, but I'm glad that he continued playing. But what about the rest of the crew?
I had one before that too.
Yes.
Yeah, when Legend Neko came out to global, and so the banner was like really insane because it had like Shirahoshi and V2 lore. So like it was a crazy striker banner. And like that was around the situation where they didn't have the rates in the game, and like the whole community was going crazy about it. I did like a shitload of pulls. I got like nothing for it, and I was like, if I didn't get like a good multi, because I was gonna do one more. If I didn't get a good multi, I was gonna quit the game and go to Japan at the time. And then my last multi I did, I got Shirahoshi and V2 lore in the same multi. So
Fuck off.
Okay, I'm good.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah.
Flame Knight, what about you guys? What was the closest you've gotten to just outright being done with the game?
The closest I've ever been to being done with the game was during when Kara dropped on global.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I just wasn't really feeling the game right now at that point. But low key, like kind of right now.
Yep,
like,
I was about to say.
I'm not gonna quit, but like I don't
want
really
to play.
I don't want to play. I don't think global or JP is in a very proper state. I think they're doing a very poor job on both versions, especially with like all like this super Sugo crap and like the last tab bullshit, and the 8 legends in 1 month. Like I don't like where it's going, to be honest.
I'd like agree with Flame in the sense that like not necessarily that I was like I'm gonna like uninstall and just stop playing outright, but like right now, at least with these last couple of weeks, there's just been I'll be real with you, I barely touched the Whirlpool event. I didn't farm like
I'm not gonna lie, I played it 3 times.
Yeah, I think I did too. And then I realized my Whirlpool isn't even limit broken or like rainbow, so I was like, fuck. Anyway though, I don't fucking care. But it is what it is. But like, I don't know. I think just in recent times, like at least in the last couple of weeks, I've just been very just like, I don't want to open the game. I don't want to do GARP challenges. I don't want to farm. I don't want to play PvP. Like, there's just nothing that's really there for me to like to do. There's no incentive for me to open and like, take time away from what I'm doing to actually play the game. Like, I have plenty of things to do, but it's like sometimes treasure cruise would just be like hella fun, so you like want to dedicate some time to it. But right now, it's just nothing of the sort at the moment. So I'm in that mindset where I'm just like, maybe I just want to I'll just take a hiatus or something like that. I don't know, pull a Boris.
Yeah,
a couple months off.
It sucks because like I like the game. I know obviously we all like the game, but I don't know. They're just I don't know what they're doing right now.
Absolutely nothing, that's for sure. So, Knight, what about you? Have you ever come close to quitting the game at all?
Not really.
Okay.
I haven't gotten close, but like you guys said now, not really too interested. Like as like everyone has known for a while, I enjoyed treasure map from time to time. I don't like every treasure map. Keep that in mind. I don't like every treasure map, but some treasure maps I do enjoy more than others, and I put a lot of time in. And any ones are usually not the ones that I enjoy. And this one in particular, I didn't play as I played more than the normal person. I would say I did like 70 runs or something like that.
Yeah.
Not my usual, but like I did put in a bit of effort because Annie, everyone's playing, but like after that, like first day, like second day, I got like my COVID shot, and then I wasn't really feeling it, and then day after that, went to hang out with some friends.
Yeah.
Didn't really play TM. Next day, also hung out with my friends again. Didn't really play TM, and then like that was like on the last day of TM. I like barely like played it at all. I think I did like one run, and then I haven't really been like playing the game as much until like the like Kizuna, and like the Kizuna's like been like the only thing that I don't know. It's been like the only thing I've been enjoying like the past couple of weeks, because I don't know, it's just like the same structure every month, and it's like even for like the anniversary, like they didn't like do anything special. Like it was like same raid, Kizuna, TM, and then nothing like cool in between. And like back in the day, we used to have like a lot of cool shit in between, and we just didn't have that. And then like there wasn't really anything special about the raid. Like the raid was fucking Chopper and Usopp, which came out like 2 years ago on fucking Global, which is like
Double
6 months behind.
Double Kaido, move on.
That's the worst thing. Exactly. And then fucking, I mean, Arena Shinobu I think was fine, but you know, it wasn't like anything like blow my socks off. Like
it's an arena. It's it's not like it's a special thing.
Right.
It's a unit at the end of the day. It's another thing to farm. Like it's nothing unique.
Like back in the day, we had like shit like, my bad.
No, go.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, of course.
Like back in the day, we had like fucking Sabo and Raid, like what's it? Raid Zora. Like those shits were like they were like OP as hell.
Yeah, I mean,
at the time, and it was like cool. But then like now it's like, I mean, I think Shinobu's good, but she's more like a speed farm, like niche character.
Yep.
where like Sabo, like if you didn't have him, you're like,
Oh yeah, if you didn't have Ray
fucked.
Sabo, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. It's
No, I agree.
I
I agree.
whole different game.
I agree. Like obviously, like, as things go on, like things evolve, like it's part of the course and stuff.
Right.
But have you guys noticed how like was there an Annie website?
There was, but
There wasn't.
Because I think one thing that's frustrated me a lot, and I mean like a lot, is how they're just like, oh, we're just gonna post tweets of the progress stuff. And I understand why, because it's like it's a cost-cutting mechanism. You don't have to make a website, you don't have to host the website. You know, you save a lot of money. You don't have to like outsource it to be made. You don't have to have real-time updating of like the progress bars. But at the same time, I like when there's campaign banners. I like when there's a website that I can open up and say, oh, sick, we're 93% of the way there. You know, we're almost there. Like, we can push, right? But now it's just like, oh, they post a tweet. Like, I think, like, as we were talking, I was like, oh, bowler's 75% done. Like, cool. Like, there's no, like, I want to see that. I want to go somewhere and look, and it doesn't do much for me. It's very frustrating. That might be like a very personal thing, a very niche thing, but like, I feel like it's a cop out. And I think a lot of the shit that they're doing right now is just cop outs to cost cut and to save as much fucking money as possible, because they know they're gonna get fucked on in time.
Nah, I mean,
Right.
it makes sense why they didn't do it, to be honest. It's probably because the Korean merger.
Oh no. Not wrong, but it'll
Yeah, but I agree.
Yeah, no, it sucks, yeah.
Looking at the websites were pretty cool.
It's just because there's something else to look towards, right? And at least you can keep,
Right.
and all the information, because like, for example, I'm going to ask you right now, what are the 7 challenges that they made for JP Anniversary? You know what I mean? The average
yeah.
person cannot answer that, right? There were 7 challenges they put out. All of them were relating to clearing content, making alliances, like doing TM runs, like, you know what I mean? But like, if you were to sit me down and say, what are the 7 challenges? I have fucking no idea. But usually you have like this external website or a campaign where it says, hey, XYZ, you're this progress through this one, you've done this one, here's this and that. Like, it's a cool additive to it. But now I feel like everything's very lackluster, to bring that word back into it, you know, like.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very,
And
very frustrating. Sorry, yeah, go fine.
I was gonna say, if I remember correctly, like on a lot of old like celebration websites like that, like before the units like were like leaked, they would like have them, but like it was just like the blacked out silhouettes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like that was also like kind of nice to look at. And then like when they actually got revealed, they had like their nice art on there, like all their information and stuff.
I remember there was I don't know what event it was. Whoa, what was it? It was during the 6th anniversary stuff. How they kept on updating that website and kept on adding like units to it.
They kept adding all those new characters.
That was so cool. That was so cool, you know? Like, that was mad. Like, it was so much better to have that kind of stuff. And even like, what was it when Luffy Law and Big Mom V2 Big Mom came out?
That website was cool.
That was mad, right? Because like you went on the website and you just saw like all these units that had like 2 of them, and you're like, what the fuck? There's so many of them and shit like that, and like it was really cool to have like. And obviously for Global, you had like the Chopper and Usopp thing as well, so it's like a little extra thing that, you know, JP didn't have, but scary times. Scary times for Treasure Cruise, but hopefully, you know, something happens. I don't know what can save it now, but something has to give, right? Something has to give to push this game forward, or else I don't know. We'll have to see in due time. Anyway, moving on. Question from Vince Smoke. He asked, thoughts on the new My Hero Gacha? Anyone try that out?
Which one?
Strongest. What is it? Strongest. It's like the fighting path simulator.
Oh, you're talking about the global one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
tried it out. So for whatever reason, dude, that game has the longest tutorial I've ever played in my life.
Oh no!
Dude, I was literally playing the tutorial and like I didn't do like the initial like summon. Like I was 45 minutes in and I didn't do the summon yet. And I just got off the game. I was like, this is
Fuck
taking way
that.
too long. But I mean, the combat's like it gets kind of cool. Like, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't honestly. I don't know if you guys have seen the other My Hero game. It's called Ultra Impact.
Oh
It's
yeah.
only on JP, but you need a VPN. But that game looks way cooler, to be honest.
Todd, did you try it out?
I tried out that one, the Strongest Hero, whatever it's called.
Mhm.
It's basically a shit version of Fighting Path. Like Fighting Path in almost every conceivable way is better. Like it's way smoother because when playing through the My Hero game, all the characters feel super freaking clunky for some reason. Like, the gameplay is awful compared to Fighting Path, which is much cleaner. The UI and everything else is very similar to Fighting Path, though.
Yep.
I can understand why everyone's excited about it. It's cool, but
also,
if you're a
like,
One Piece fan, just wait for Fighting Path.
keep in mind that Fighting Path is Chinese and it's hosted in China and it feels smooth as butter when you play it. Like,
wasn't the My Hero game a Chinese game too?
I don't know. But at least it has a global version though. You know, like it has an actual English version.
Also, I don't know like the full extent to it, but like I've seen pictures and stuff. I don't like that when you summon for characters in that game, you either summon the character or you summon like
pieces?
shards of the character.
And
That's kind of stupid.
fine. And it's Fighting Path as well, but I mean, like, I feel like a lot of the if it's developed by a similar company or at least a Chinese company, I feel like that's kind of like how those games are made.
That's their thing, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I don't know, but it seems weird because I've never played a game with something like that.
No, did you try it out at all?
No, I didn't try it. Like I like My Hero, but I didn't play it.
Yeah, I skipped it too.
I didn't play the other game. I haven't tried it.
No, neither.
Nope, there you go.
The Lord Shiro. He asks, for the global players, if the global version dies, who's jumping over to JP and who is outright done with Treasure Cruise?
I mean, if Global dies, I'm just done.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Because I mean, JP's not looking any prettier.
Right now, it's not looking too hot. It's not looking too hot. I think if Global dies, I'm out as well. All right. Yeah. What about you, Knight? If Global dies, what are you doing?
I'm just be like, oh, cool.
Make a better version. Japan dies, you come to Global.
Oh hell.
Yikes.
At Mugiwara Pog. That's a great name, by the way. Pog, let's go. If you could give any legend a 6+, which one would you pick? Log Luffy. Keep moving.
Whitebeard Shanks.
Yeah.
Whitebeard Shanks. Too soon, bro. Give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. What legends haven't got it? Log Luffy.
Log Luffy.
Log Luffy, V2 Doff, Luffy Ace, Kung Fu Luffy, V2
Dual
Kata.
Legends.
Yeah, Dual Legends, Pog. Actually,
Cat Dog.
You know what? Cat Dog would be... Oh, like, honestly, V2 Akainu or V2 Aokiji would be pretty sick. Getting 6+.
Yeah.
I really hope that the super swap, like they were waiting for super swap to kind of.
You know what? That's Flame. That's fucking smart. I didn't think about that. That's smart. I feel like now's their chance to 6+ do you heard it here first. GGP pod. We've predicted it.
Wait till we get the race shop update and we see a dual unit skill books in the race shop.
You know who said it first? Young Flem. So it is.
I assume Luffy Ace would be first, but who knows?
Better be. But that's a really good shout, actually. Now with Super Swap, there's an incentive to 6+. You know, because you're 6+ and give them a Super Swap ability.
I wanted to comment on that, but I just want to say this before I forget. I think V2 Shanks 6+ would be crazy.
Yep, I agree too.
With seeing how crazy like the actual like legend super swap is, like going from like 1.5 to like 2.25. Like imagine like Shanks Crew got that. It was like 2.25 attack boost.
Oh no.
Some crazy stuff like that.
Shanks Crew might...
Imagine Vivi Rebecca like 3x chainlock.
Oh shit.
My God.
Don't tease me. Don't tease me.
2.5 or something.
Don't tease me. But you heard it here first though. if it happens, remember who said so. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I didn't think about 6+ like that actually for dual units. So I think it makes a lot of sense in all things now.
Yeah, if one comes out and it doesn't have super swap,
it's over, bro. 6+ are dead. 6+ are so dead, bro. 6+ are so dead. Vince M. Zamora. They ask, Biggie, he said Biggie fan of the podcast. Okay. Thanks for the content. Any personal rituals that you guys follow? Like feeding only one tablet at a time or favoring certain items just for the sake of having them. I still have that on EXP items from the World Seeker release.
Yeah, so do I.
Do you have any like rituals you guys do when playing the game? I don't think so.
I guess for me, I kind of do like the tablet thing, kind of like I don't go like balls deep. I'll like drop 4 at first and then
whatever
progress down.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I also keep like a lot of the like shit, like the farming stuff. Like I have like all those like swords and guns and those little stamps with like the characters on them. I have those, and then I also have like some of the skulls. Like not all of them, but I try to like keep them. I don't know. That look kind of cool.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I have like some of the skulls for the characters if I happen to get extras. I won't go out to get extras because fuck that. But you know.
Yeah, if you have them, like, if you get them, you keep them. Easy.
Yeah, right.
When I feed support medals, I usually start off by feeding 5 medium and 5 small, and then kind of do that. Otherwise, I'm do the same thing as Knight with tablets. I'll feed 4 at the initial time, and if I get 1 up, then I'll feed 3 the next time, and then progress until it's kind of done. But otherwise, I don't favorite anything anymore. I used to favorite candy, but now it's like whatever. Like eventually we'll get the slider, and you know it's
a little ritual that I have is like if I'm doing pulls and I'm at home, I always want to make sure I'm connected to the Wi-Fi connection because I feel like I get better pulls. If I'm on my cellular data, I feel like I get worse pulls.
Hey, last
night when I was doing my Zoro pulls, my first 2 multis, I was on cellular, and I'm like, I'm gonna switch it up to my Wi-Fi.
Bang,
get Zoro.
Hey, bro, that might be the wave. Bandai wants full connection at all times, bro.
Yeah, that's how you get the Bandai connection, bro.
You can connect to the Bandai Wi-Fi real quick. That's all.
For me, when I'm feeding stuff, I'm not gonna lie. I got my hand on the strap at all times. I'm popping all 10.
No, you're not.
No,
you're
not. He does that. No, he does it.
Bro, this is the same. Bro, no, this is the same guy No, shut up, Flame. This is the same guy that fed guaranteed skill books to the Psy Robin, the free-to-play Psy Robin. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
This man, how did you go from coming up with a genius idea of 6+ing dual units to have super swap to fucking saying you feed 10 tablets?
I just be doing shit, bro.
You ain't ranking that high. You ain't Coruscant. You ain't doing that. Come on, dog.
And my ritual for pulling is just pull.
Yep.
Shit just happens.
That's it. The Phoenix 07. They ask, with the game becoming more pay to play as time goes on, and the global content not being enough, do you think some of the free to play community members will drop the game just as they did a few years ago? Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the more pay to play something becomes, the more the harder it is to stay free to play. The only way that OPTC keeps up is either they give out way more gems or they become less pay to play. And I don't see either of those happening anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, like we kind of talked about it a lot earlier, but like I think the last tap system, especially like if it keeps up how it is gonna like
it's shot free to play. It's shot free to play completely.
Because I'm 90% sure by the end of this year we'll probably have another last tap unit.
100%.
And
100%.
That would mean that if you haven't already finished the other ones, you would have to also still try to get them while still trying to get the other unit last tap multiple copies. And that just sucks, to be honest.
I just don't see why I can't farm for like tablet shards, and then after I get like 100 of them, I can make 1 tablet or some shit. Let me do that. Just let me do it.
Yeah, and like if it was just like a regular like limit break ability, like it'd be okay. But like like you're like literally taking like a part of the character's kit away from them. Like Luffy literally doesn't get a Wano orb.
Yeah, which is
Like,
huge.
stuff like that.
That's a lot. Like that's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
We're gonna beat on that fucking dead horse until they come up with a solution to Last Tap being any better at all.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Carton asks, "Hey guys, Captain Carton here. Yes, Papi, the original captain. That is Cap. You're not a captain, you jabroni. Hope you're all doing well. On to the questions. 1, would you consider having guests from the community on the podcast?" So, all right, that's question 1. Would you consider having guests from the community on the podcast? Sure. Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
We're kind of,
Sure.
you know, we have some idea. That's English. We have some ideas of who we still want to have on, you know, but the list is becoming smaller and smaller. So, like, I mean, if you're like, all that we want is like, you're a cool dude or a girl, either or, I don't care, or they, I don't know, whatever you want to identify as, to each their own. But as long as you're cool and you're like, you know, you're okay with discussion, or you just like, you know, you're chill, then you know, we're always gonna be happy to bring someone from the community on. The second question: pizza or burger?
Pizza.
Oh, that's hard.
I'm
There's
pizza.
sometimes there's the, like,
what was the question?
Pizza or burger? Flame?
Oh, pizza.
I'm pizza.
That's hard for me, man.
You gotta
'cause
answer.
sometimes-
I need an
Yes.
answer.
No, sometimes there's just
No, no,
like,
no, no,
good
no, no.
burger. It's like
No, but
nice
that's
and sexy.
no, but
And then sometimes there's a sexy piece of pizza, bro. No, bro, this is what
you always the
happens.
oddball on these.
No, but no, the question, no, but you always assume the best possible pizza in your head, the best possible pizza or the best possible burger. Yeah, that's your assumption point. You always assume that.
Man.
You on an island, you getting a pizza or you're getting a burger? Which one you getting? Or you getting the
Bro.
hungry burger?
What are you getting?
Dude, I used to have
This
the car when
is
I was
hard.
younger. I used to be scared of that shit.
Hey, wait for the TCG video. The TCG video coming soon. Don't worry. All right. I need a response. You have 3 pizza men here.
God. I'm sorry. I gotta be the odd one.
Yo, don't make me
Guy.
don't make me Twitter poll this shit again. I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
do
this is a good Twitter poll.
All right.
Bruh.
All right. While you're answering the next question, I'm gonna write this out
He
on
got
Twitter.
his cookies and burgers.
Yes, sir.
We got donuts and pizza. I'm down for that.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
those
bro.
are W.
I think someone made me some cookies for my birthday though. Them shits was fucking cracking. So
Told you.
no,
Yes,
that,
sir.
if
No
that
extra, no donuts. No donuts. That's all I'm saying.
if that person ends up listening to the end of this, I love you. Anyway, Big Jeff, they ask, they have 3 questions. Big Jeff asking so many.
God damn.
How big do you think Big Jeff is? Anyway, question 1. You think Bandai would ever consider putting in One Piece game characters into OPTC someday, like the villain Isaac from One Piece World Seeker?
Maybe.
I think it's hard. I think.
Jinx.
Oh shit! Oh shit! He
If you
fucking.
owe me a soda.
Bro, he got your ass, bro. He got your ass. Bro.
If they're desperate enough, they'll do it.
I don't think so.
'Cause I know,
I don't think they'll do it.
I know a lot of people really like that Unlimited World Red game with that vampire dude.
Oh yeah.
I don't know his name or anything.
Red, I think, or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The Isaac dude from World Seeker is actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see. I mean, like at the end of the day, it's still technically within like the Toei. Is it within the Toei franchise? Like the whole like Shueisha type thing? Because if it is, then there's probably no problem for them to do it, right? Otherwise, because they're usually crossover units like Shueisha or Toei or whatever is very protective of the One Piece branding, so it's very rare for them to do crossover stuff. But from crossover things, they ask, he wants to have that Frieza crossover again, because that would actually be kind of fun. If they do that kind of thing again, what other anime/manga you'll think Bandai could choose for another crossover event? Probably just Dokkan again. I don't know.
Probably not going to happen.
It won't happen, but if they were,
It would have to be another big IP. So it'd be Dragon Ball
I'd say Dragon Ball again.
or what other big gachas are there for like big IP?
Brave Souls. I don't know. Maybe.
Honestly though, like maybe, I don't know. Hey, no, 7 deadly sins. Duel Links, yo!
Yeah.
Versus fucking Yugi
Oh my
Moto.
legend. Oh my legend, Blue Eyes White Dragon.
No, I
bro.
want my legend Kaiba. Fuck you. I want my legend fucking. I want legend Seto Kaiba, bro. Out
You've
here.
activated my trap
Oh
card.
shit, he's in the
Yugi
call.
boy.
He's in the call.
Oh shit. Pegasus with his relinquish. It's over. Toon World. Anyway.
Joey Wheeler.
High school
I want you. High school
crossover.
DxD. Let's go.
Oh, no.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
A Jujutsu Kaisen would be sick.
There you go. There you go. That's one
Demon
that.
Slayer.
That's one that could easily. Kimetsu no Yaiba, guys. Demon Slayer, Poggers.
Oh,
Shut
My
up.
Hero Academia.
Yo, Deku
Yeah,
in
the strongest
Treader
hero collab.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
There it is. There it is.
Mm.
All right. And the third question: which cheese is better, provolone or Swiss?
I like provolone.
I'd say
I
provolone.
don't even like cheese that much.
Oh shit. I'd say provolone as well.
That boy, he's not making his money. He doesn't like cheese.
He ain't the chuckster.
No, sir.
No, not at all.
That's
Um,
wild.
I guess provolone
All right.
probably would be.
We don't need a
one I
Twitter.
would
We don't
choose.
need a Twitter poll for that one. Thank God.
No.
I just posted the pizza Twitter poll, so it's gonna be interesting to see when people listen to this. They're like, "What the fuck?" Anyway, CS wins as usual. So here's C Swing. I don't fucking know. I keep pronouncing his name wrong. Cody. That's all I know. Hey guys, as always, love the content. Lately, I've been quite burnt out / frustrated with Bandai continuing. Currently, I'm taking a break from the game. Yeah, fair enough. But as always, I need to write for my favorite crew. Kind of dating myself here, but I'm curious as to your favorite retro games. I'm thinking SNES, Sega, Genesis, NES era. The amount of time I spent growing up playing Super Mario 3 is staggering, lol. And that was thanks as always, Cody in Canada. Thank you, Cody. Favorite retro games. Who you got? What do you got?
All the Pokemon games.
Donkey Kong Country. Cracking game.
Nice. The Mario Kart.
Stuff like Dig Dug and Galactica.
Oh yeah,
Those shits, those are fun.
I feel that. I feel
Hell
that.
yeah.
I feel that.
I do it.
Um,
Shout out to Gino, Super Mario.
Yes,
RPG.
go!
Yikes.
Gino the
Legend
goat!
77.
Gino the goat!
Yikes, Gino! Yikes!
No, Gino the goat! Gino the goat, bro. Come on.
Yikes!
Bro, you
Yikes!
don't...
I can't be friends with you anymore.
Bro,
You're a
you're,
Gino
bro, you
fan
are the
too,
type
that's
of... Yeah,
horrible.
no, we're not friends with you, though. You're the guy that likes fucking cookies and burgers.
Yeah, go get your burger, boy.
Yeah, get out of here, burger boy.
Oh, pineapple eating ass boys! I'm on your asses,
Oh,
boy.
no.
Pineapple beats are garbage though.
Oh, shit. No. There's no time for this. We've been going for too damn long.
Another retro game I like is like the Crash Bandicoot games. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
they're fun.
And
Oh,
Spyro.
Spyro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I liked I think all the old I think Mario 3 is really good, so I agree with Cody.
Oh,
Mario...
Banjo Kazooie.
Hey yo, hold on. That's
This is
crazy.
like a really like rando game, but I used to play with my cousin. I like Bubble Bobble.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
know
get it.
Bubble Bubble, yeah. That shit's hard, bro. Bubble Bubble's
Yeah,
hard,
that
bro.
game's crazy.
That's a good game.
Rain Training.
Man's going hard, bro. Man's trying to learn. Get educated, bitch.
Oh shit.
I think that wraps us up, though, gentlemen. Another episode
so.
of Good, Great, Perfect. Thank you guys to listening to episode 44 of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. On the road to 2,000 subscribers. We're trying to get 2,000 subscribers before our 50th episode, which also coincides with our 2-year anniversary. So if that sub button is red and you enjoyed the content today, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It helps us out a great deal with YouTube algorithm and all that kind of fun stuff. As per usual, if you want to find any of our social medias, you can go to our Linktree link down below. That is linktr.ee/goodgreatperfect. You can find all of our social media platforms there. That being our Twitter and our Instagram at GGP Podcast. And obviously our YouTube, Good Great Perfect. You can also find us on anchor.fm/Good Great Perfect if you just want to listen to the audio version itself. We're on a plethora of platforms there, that being Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcast as well. Without further ado, and also, sorry, if you enjoy us as hosts or as individuals, all of our social medias are down below. plus also all of our previous hosts as well. Without further ado, gentlemen, I have been Captain Papi, Todd, Flame, and Knight. Thank you all for listening to another episode. We'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Eating pizza.
Bruh.